What's up, bots the Siri? Fuck that piece of shit animal. Warp speed, dog. Fuck that guy. Fuck that bro skis. What's up, baby? Yo, okay.
Welcome Fabian Abelardo to the Psychotic Nation.
What? We gotta follow Fabian Alejandro. What is this? Abelardo. Abelardo. I don't know why. Dude, my shit is just all over the place. That shit's all over the place, bro. I don't know what in the fuck is happening. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Take a second to calm down. Go get a glass of water. In fact, I need to go. No, I'm good on water. I'm gonna go do some stuff on the bathroom floor real quick. I'll be right back. Chat, enjoy the light-hearted music. I don't know, Steely. You can try it. Fabian. Fabian, are you there? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Hey, Steely, do you have TTV, 7TV, and BTTV? Do you have? Are you on a PC or on a laptop? I mean, on a phone. You're on mobile. That's the only route that you have to watch. Do you only have mobile? In other words, I'm assuming you have like a TV. Maybe you don't. Maybe you might not. There's people out there that don't have TVs by choice. What? What's up? Fabian, was that everything you thought of? Is Fabian gone? I used to know a Fabian. I used to date a Fabian. Fabian. She's cute. She's cute. She's German. I thought I loved her. I built her up so much in my head, dog. This chick, I'll tell you a story. So in college, I was, you know, I was always going to my classes and shit and going to my lab. And I ended up always passing by this one German chick, right? She spoke French. Always passing her by. I built her up so big in my head over the years that I thought that she was a queen. Because it was like 4 years. I remember the first time I ever asked her out and she was like, I have a boyfriend. I'm like, good, done, peace out. And then one day we were on the bus together and I was like, so how's everything going? She's like, good. And I'm like, are you still in that relationship? She's like, well, no. And I was like, well, can I use this opportunity to ask you out? She's like, sure. So I ask her out, we go out, we hit it off. We just, sparks fly, just real hot passion right away. I was a rebound. She was looking for like not a full-time relationship at the time. I think she was just kind of like, you know, when you break up, you miss that touch, you miss that person, you want to be with the person and you want to find that person right away, especially when you're like not necessarily trying to get married, but you want to get married. And so we hooked up. She hooked up with a couple other people afterwards, and then she finally found this really cool guy that she's with now, so that's cool. But yeah, we ended up hooking up. I think it was like for a good 2 or 3 months, and then I got obsessed when she broke up with me, bro. I got so fucking I hated my personality when I was when I broke up with her. I was really bad. It was like I intentionally walked to the lunch area when I knew she would go to lunch. I'd like always try to initiate conversation and try to be like, yo, do you want to go out? Like, I miss you. Like, what's up? And she's like, nope, I'm done. You know, I was a little bit more cross than that, but I don't know why. Like, I think when I look back upon all my relationships, if I had just left them alone, if I just walked away, I would have been better off mentally, time-wise, money-wise, regurgitation of the same fucking. I think that's what's interesting. I've had relationships where they've ended and I've never talked to that person again, either both me breaking up and them breaking up, and then I've had the relationships where I wanted them back after I broken up with them, and then same thing with if they broke up with me. I was like, dude, like, let's try again, and in reality, like, none of them ever obviously worked, but in reality, looking back, I'm like, well, why would you do that? Why would it not be better? I mean, certain circumstances, if you've been with someone for a long time and you're like, hey, I want to work it out with you, I understand that, because that's, if you've been with someone for more than like 4 years and like you love each other, you respect each other, you love doing things with each other, you love having a conversation, not having a conversation, sitting in quiet, sitting in parties, going to the same things, doing the same things. Obviously, if there's a relationship there and it's been longer than 4 years, you should try and fight it, try and understand where is the disconnect anymore. And sometimes disconnects just happen, and they do, and they're just like, go up. And it's mainly because I think disconnects happen because mainly that person is like, doesn't want to deal with it anymore, doesn't want to figure it out anymore, because there's so many figuring outs. Right? There's only like, if you've been with someone for 4 years and you don't know who they are, you don't know their personality, you don't know how they're going to act in front of people and like your parents, or, you know, if you've been with someone for 4 years and you don't know how they're going to react or act to certain events and things that happen in your life, I don't know why that light is on. I think there's a bigger problem, right? There's a bigger issue with that relationship. PP giving advice. on relationships. Chat. Tonight we will dive deep, like I did to your mother last night, into relationships. Oh, you're watching YouTube's on Xbox and then using phone. Oh. No, you're not timed out, by the way. How can PP be in a relationship? How can a PP be in a relationship? I don't know. I don't know how a PP would be in a relationship now. It'd be hard to be in a relationship now. I think I don't have time. Yeah, that's weird. That's why mobile for Twitch, Steely, has always been such a. I mean, it's not always been, but ever since they switched to this new format, it's been fucking up. I would just recycle the program real quick, like log out and log back in. Chest, when you're having a heart attack, is it chest pains right in the middle? I feel like I'm having a heart attack and I don't know. I feel like I'm having minor heart attacks every single day. Can you have minor heart attacks every single day? Nope. Left arm's fine. Left arm is fine. I can make a fist. I can pull my veins in. I do have arthritis, I feel like, in this knuckle right here already. Cause I can feel it. It's in there. It's like a weird pain when I squeeze my fist. Our palpitations are normal and aren't dangerous. Where's Dr. Dixon? Dr. Dixon's not a real doctor. What was my heart rate at usually when we were hanging out? I haven't bought the ticket. I have to buy the ticket. I have to buy the flight. Is that Bammy? Okay. It was in 200 and it wasn't 69. I think when I got my, you know what's funny? They didn't take my resting heart rate. Yo, so I went to the doctor today. I went to the, and by the way, Bad Dog, how are you feeling? Or 20? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Good. Yeah, so I went to the doctor today. I went to the orthopedics. Right? The one with does the feet and the legs. And so they looked at my x-rays. Oh, I took a chat. I took a picture. I took the picture. That, my friends, is a BB in your knee. That is a BB in the knee. Chat, that's what happens when you get bullied in 9th grade. I think 9th grade. I think it was either 9th or 10th. I can't remember. That is what a BB looks like. Inside your foot. BB and PP? Dude, I'm so happy it's not in my penis. Although I feel like if it had gone through clothes, that would have been better. It wouldn't have actually embedded itself. Hello, Van Man. Proctologist? I think. Proctologist. That's a penis. Isn't a proctologist a penis doctor? Proctologist is a butt doctor? I need to go to a butt doctor too. What? Near Alamitos. Wait, what? This house is on the sale again, and it's 315,000. It's on Orange. What? Yo. I'm gonna message my realtor real quick. Rachel. Cam, what's up, baby? What's going on tonight? I'm sorry, I'm just kind of like I was just asking about heart attack and if chest pains is indicative of a heart attack, but like what kind of chest pain? It's in the front. When I breathe in, dude, I just feel like my lungs need a fucking I need a detox for my lungs, Chad. I think that's what it really comes down to. I think I need to stop smoking for a hot second. I think I need a detox for my lungs. I took 2 Tums earlier. I did take, you know what, actually, now that you say that, I think that's it. It's like, and it's not like acidic, it's just like a season. It's like an acid pain. Wash the lungs? How do you wash lungs? Steely, well, Jen, PB has done your mom joke and relationship advice, and then shows the PP with the BB and the PP. Huff light. My guy said Huff Lysol. Todd. 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 Steely just said Huff Lysol to clean your lungs, to wash your lungs. Oh, that would be so good for you. That made my brain tired, bro. That literally made my brain fucking tired, dog. I'm sleepy now. So I went to the orthopedics, and Todd, I don't think you saw it. Did you see it? Todd, did you see it? Did you see it, Todd? How many inches? Exclamation point my PP. That's my knee BB. That's my knee BB. That's the BB in my knee. We are the knights to say knee. How did that get in there? 9th grade, Todd. 9th grade when I was in Chaminade. I think 9th or 10th grade. I can't remember. I want to say it was 9th grade because I was like so like Tommy Anchor. I don't know if you remember these names. Tommy Anchor. I don't remember the big dude's name. Jeff. I don't know if you remember a guy named Tommy Anchor. I doubt you would. I don't know why that. I feel like Oded remembers Tommy Anchor, but I bet you it's been a minute since you've heard the name Oded. Yeah, that was my junior year. I was the flag carrier. Dude, that was the best workout, bro. That was like the best workout you could ever get. Run with a fucking giant 40-foot flag and see your ass fucking pushing hard in that wind on cheer squad. Technically, I wasn't even on cheer squad. Technically, I was so I think 9th grade I went to a football game. And I think 10th grade I went again, and I was in the football team in 10th grade. And then no, I think I was in the football team in junior year. I don't remember if it was junior year. I've shown it on stream, my picture of like my football team. I forgot what year it was. I could look at it next time I go home. I'll remember to go look at the football picture. anyways, I was like either ninth grade I was running with the flag, and then 10th grade I joined. I think that's what had happened. So ninth grade I went to. I was like running with the flag back and forth, not on the cheer squad, just doing it fucking independent flag. Yeah, independent flag squad, bro. And then because it was like fun, bro. I was able to go to the games and get on the field, and like, you know, I'm a fucking personality, right? So like I'm like loving the attention as I'm like, yeah, like cheering everybody up, you know what I mean? Like we're fucking killing it. You know, sometimes when we're losing, me fucking playing it was like annoying because I would just like try to block the view of everybody, and there'd be times where they're like, bro, stop running. They can't see the fucking thing happen, right? So it's like I remember one time I ran across the whole entire field and I didn't stop. I was fucking dead. I remember I was fucking dead. Do that now and I die. Anyways. So then I think what happened was, yeah, 9th grade was flag, 10th grade was football, and I think 11th grade, before I got kicked out of Chaminade, was track and field. How funny I end up in track and field. And that's how in fact, that's how I got my senior letter. So yes, that's how I got my senior letter. I was in track and field and I was in seniors. Y'all, Valiant, what's up, baby? So anyway, so 9th grade, I think I got shot with his BB and I got fucking bullied. And it was like, it was crazy too, because like when he popped out with the gun, I didn't know if, I mean, I kind of knew it wasn't a real gun, and it could have been a real fucking gun. He could have blew off my knee. Or he could have killed me. Well, I mean, he could have blinded. Anything could have happened, literally. That BB could have ricocheted and hit me in the eye. It could have fucking hit me in the fucking ears. You know, anything. And it hit me in the knee, luckily. In the fatty part of the knee, I feel like. And then it got embedded, and I didn't know for like a long time. And then I because I always thought it popped out, like it hit and it made like a little mark like that. Think of actually, I did that today. I did it today actually to the doctor. I said that the wound looked like that. Like if you can imagine the outside of my hand being the skin of my leg, it looked like a line, but a hole like had made it. You could tell that it was like in a hole pattern. And I thought it had bounced off because it didn't look like it went in. No blood came out, nothing. So yeah, so anyway, so I didn't know until like I went and got my MRI because I got into a bike accident. It was so much fun. Dude, it was so much fun to run that thing. So when I got into the bike accident with my bicycle, I went and got an MRI for my knee, and they were like, do you have any metal? And I'm like, no. And he's like, well, you have in your knee. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, what is that? And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's the BB. This was like, when was I biking a lot? 2010, 11, 12? Like 15? Around there? What's up, Exhilarated? Gotta keep the category in just chatting for the first 3 hours.
Name something you like your girlfriend to do to your face.
I'm gonna say sit on it.
Yes! Sit on it!
Let's go.
It's like he's got these things going on upstairs in his brain compartment that aren't working properly. He's got these fucking psychological shit going on, and you better fucking watch himself, I tell you, 'cause he's gonna fucking get hammered.
Yeah, well, I just want to let you know that I heard that you've been talking some smack, and I just want you to know that I've been taking Taekwondo lessons in the back of the Walmart Supercenter, so if you don't want to get hurt, then you better stop.
It's now officially on a button. It's officially on a fucking button now. It's officially on a button. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Sorry, I was doing that because you guys are fucking douches. Good job, Grandpa. You finally got it up. What's up, Tim? Yeah. Where was I at? Anyway, so I got shot with a BB. Anyways, I got a BB in my fucking knee. I got a BB in my fucking knee now. And I went to the orthopedics or whatever the fuck they're called. Oncologists or whatever the fuck. And I end up getting... So the doctor comes in, dude looks at my leg. Bro, he looked like your dad, Todd. He looked like your dad. Like, he looked like he could be your dad's brother. Love you, buddy. And like, he comes in, he's like, all right, so let me tell you what's going to happen here. It looks like it's in the meat. It's not next to your tendons. It's not next to your bones. It's not in between your bones. It's on the upper right side. Let me show you what your knee looks like. He shows this like fucking ligament shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm a massage therapist. I know what that shit looks like. And so I'm like, all right, well, what do I do? What do I do? You know what I'm gonna do? What do I do? So he's like, well, there's a couple options. Number one, we can do an MRI. Yeah, Slick, what's up, baby? We can do an MRI so that you can see what's actually, we can see what's going on, right? I'm like, well, yeah, let's do that. And he's like, well, hold on, we can also do a cortisone shot to see how that would work. And I'm like, oh, okay, let's do that. So again, just to give you guys an idea of what I'm talking about. Boom. PB's got a BB. So I end up like, just, why do you get a BB in your leg? I got bullied. I got shot by the Crips. So I, heat up a knife, dig it out. I've thought of that. So yeah, so I end up going to like he shoots me with the cortisol. First of all, the needle was like 2 inches long, dog, and my knees were bent. And I'm like, is this gonna hurt? He's like, no, it's not gonna hurt. I'm gonna put some iodine. I'm gonna freeze it. I'm gonna freeze the skin so you don't even feel the fucking puncture, and then I'm gonna wipe off with some alcohol to just, disinfect. I'm like, cool. And I'm not afraid of needles. Like, there's no. The only thing I want to know is if there is pain. The only type of pain that I don't like, chat, and there's lots of pains, right? There's a dull pain, there's a sharp pain. My fucking worst feeling ever is a dull pain. I hate dull pains, bro. You know why I hate dull pains? Because I can't breathe with dull pains. Like if I get bluntly hurt, it takes my breath away. With sharp, I suck it up. It's an instant, like it's instant type of fucking pain. So I think if I ever got shot by a bullet, I'd be like, ow, and then I'd probably fall to the floor, or I'd be like, oh fuck, I got shot. You know, I'd be able to like process it a little bit until a shock hits over, right? I could shit on your penis if you like. I could. So we end up doing the cortisol shot. It's like an 1.5 inch, 2 inch needle, just goes straight into my knee, and I'm like, yo, that was weird. And bro, the amount of liquid, dog, it had to be like 300 milliliters, bro. This fucking looked like milk. First of all, it looked like someone jizzed in a fucking needle and they scooped it, they it up with the needle, right? It looked super white, like it was like crazy. And I'm like, what is in there? And he's like, it's cortisol, it's a steroid, and there's a little bit of a pain, like a numbing agent. Literally has come. I mean, that's stem cells, bro. That's straight up stem cells. So yeah, so that happens, right? And I'm like, all right, well, let me just. He's like, how does it feel? And I'm like, I don't know. It feels weird. It definitely feels weird, dude. You just injected 500 cc's of fucking your cum into my fucking knee. So the doctor's like, well, what would you like to do too? And I'm like, well, I'd like to do the MRI as well. Why not, right? Get a detailed image of my knee, fucking figure out what's going on. Because in my head, that BB, being a mechanical engineer that's also done massage therapy, chat, gives me an advantage to kinetic into my kinesiology of my body. Does that make sense? Like, being a mechanical engineer means I know mechanics, I know systems, I can imagine parts and pieces in something that would make it work the way it does. Not detailed, I'm not like an expert in it, but I could tell you how a wind-up clock works. I could tell you how, like, you know what I mean? And I've never taken one apart. I've never taken a wind-up clock apart. That's fucking nuts. They're crazy, right? But I could tell you, like, the basic principles and all the gears, not like the ratio of the gears. Like, fuck off, okay? Is the metal ferrous? No, because we had the MRI and it wasn't. And again, I'm gonna show this picture from time to time because apparently no one can get here right when I start streaming. Although I do love you guys for being here. Tizzle, did you come in or no? Did I hear Tizzle's fucking thing? This is a BB in my knee. That is an X-ray. I'm gonna go get an MRI as well. It's like how I have to fucking. I can't just do this. I keep my head up. So, would the MRI rip the BB out? If it was magnetic, it could heat up. Number one, it could heat up, and if it was magnetic enough to where it itself had like enough like a magnetic field on it, like I don't know if you had iron, maybe. Like if it was an iron BB, maybe. If it was like stainless steel, I don't think so. I think it could heat up though. I think it would heat up mostly, not pull. It might have some pull, but it would, because the magnetic is, you got to think about the way MRIs are done, right? It's not just the magnet is spinning, so it's not pulling in one direction. It is pulling, I guess, if you're not in the toroid. If you're not in the middle of the toroid, it'll pull a chair from here to here. But if the chair's in the center of it, well, the chair might actually slam up to the top because that's magnetic, and you know what I mean. So it's going in a circle. So a small mass, I don't believe would just fucking rip out, but it could have if it was maybe iron. I don't know the force of it. I know it's a fuck ton of Tesla, but I don't know the magnetic field. I don't know how much it actually needs to play. Anyways, so I didn't feel anything when it happened, so that's obviously out of the question. So I don't know if it's lead, and that's the other thing is I also scheduled a lead blood pull. So like they're gonna test my blood for lead, because if it's lead, even more reason to just take it out. Because the doctor ended up saying like, look, we could take it out, but we're probably gonna fuck shit up while we're in there, because we're gonna fillet your skin, we're gonna fillet your muscle. We don't know exactly where it's at. We're gonna be able to figure it out, but we're gonna have to kind of do some digging. And I'm like, well, hopefully it's not like you're gonna have to fucking chop up a bunch of shit. Hopefully you could feel it in there and go layer by layer. You know what I mean? Hopefully a good surgeon could do it, because you guys replace fucking knees. Like, trust me, you could find a BB, especially that size, in my fucking knee. A tiny metal detector, if you could find one. I'll try and find one. Maybe that. Didn't Glad have a tiny metal detector when he got his needle in his foot? Maybe that I can get that and be like, look, it's right there. All you have to do is cut into it and grab it. You can almost feel it from the top of my skin, but I can't tell if that's like muscle or tendon. You know, I can't tell. I can't fully tell. So it's embedded in there. Does it hurt every day? It doesn't hurt every day, but there's like days where it's stiff. There's days where I'm sitting and I can tell that my left leg is like, there's a pressure there that doesn't need to be. It's not like equal amount. Maybe it's my blood flow, to be honest, in my left versus my right side. My blood flow in my left side is a lot less developed because I've always babied this leg, because I can't put a lot of pressure on it, because it feels like there's a sharp pain when I do like one-legged squats with my left leg. That's the whole reason why I wanted to start getting this taken care of, because I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So anyways, so no, it sometimes hurts, sometimes doesn't. When I go upstairs, there's a sharp pain and I got to kind of baby it and go with my other foot as fast as I can, or like, you know, kind of be conscious of that all the time. It's kind of annoying. Lead leakage could be or it could be copper, or it could be tin plated copper, which is a lot of BBs back then were. Lead are also, most of the time, they look like pellets, right? The lead ones look like shuttlecocks generally, right? Because stainless steel is easier to make a thing. Yo, Mari. Have you tried not being a bitch though? Yes, dude, I have. I've gone to work out with that fucking leg, bro. I used to work out. Like, my body was fucking lit. But if you looked at my left leg versus my right leg, there's a distinguishing notice. A very, very distinguishing, almost like my left arm versus my right arm. Right? Like, when I used to work out, the discrepancy wasn't that bad. But now that I don't, you could see a difference in my left versus my right. In my legs as well. All from Jorkin, bro. So anyway, so yeah, so hopefully what the doctor said is yeah, so it's gonna be like a lot to cut into it to get it out, where it's like, okay, well, if it's really hard and you're gonna fuck it up more to get it out, then let's leave it until it's absolutely necessary. Like, if I'm old and I can't even stand on it, at that point I might need a whole new knee replacement. But most likely I could just feel it's that. And because I know mechanics and I know my body because of massage therapy, I know bodies because of massage therapy, I just know that it's somewhere in there. And every time I bend my knee and those tendons, you know, stretch and everything gets tight, I feel like that ball just hits that bone and causes a like a pinch on a nerve. I just feel it. I can see it in my head. That's how it works. Your muscles get tight. When it gets tight, it pinches. Why is it only when I'm like doing lifting or heavy things that it pinches? Why is it only then when the fucking nerve hits, right? It's because I feel like it's moving around. It still has movement and it's jammed and it gets jammed up. And it's far enough, deep enough. It's deep enough, as you can see. Here's the thing. I don't know if you guys figured out, but like, so it's hard to, I don't know if I can use my mouse. Can I use my mouse? You guys gonna see my mouse? No. Okay, so wait, no, you can't see it. So basically, you could see my patella, which is my patella right there. You can see it's more white, right? You can see it's whiter. That's my kneecap right there. That whiter part in that middle that looks like a baseball field. Then you got ligaments that go from the top up, top or bottom down. And you got muscle, a lot of muscle right here. Well, not a lot, but muscle fat. And then you got tendons that go from this side down and then this side down, right? Then you have tendons in the back too. That's how you can stretch out. You can bend your legs. Because chat, tendons only pull. None of your muscles ever push anything. That makes sense? For every joint that you have something that's pulling in that direction or contracting in that direction for it to go in that direction. I don't have a muscle here pushing my hand out. Makes sense? It's always based off of leverage. Can you imagine that when I bend my knee, and they couldn't open up, that's the other part, they couldn't open up the bent knee one, which would really piss me off. I'm gonna have to go and get that picture because this right here demonstrates that it's deep enough this way, laterally, right? Here's the outside of, yeah, here's the outside of my body. Here's the outside of my body. Anterior, posterior. Wait, posterior, anterior, right? I forgot which one's back and forth, or side to side. Wait, posterior, no, posterior, anterior. Sorry, this is the front of my knee. This is the right. This is the right side. This is the left side of my left leg. Right, so technically it's reversed. This picture is reversed. Anyways, you can see that the BB is pretty close to my patella. So that means that if I was to squat, this knee would get crunched in. It would go towards the back of my knee and up to kind of get out of the way while this other one bends. So I think what's happening is it's hitting it. Hold on, I can't see it. Is that my wiener? Yes, my wiener has a bone in it. In fact, it has a knee bone in my wiener. I have a knee bone in my fucking wiener. You know what? That's what you guys get until I come back from peeing.
It's like he's got these things going on upstairs in his brain compartment that aren't working properly. He's got these fucking psychological shit going on, and you better fucking watch himself, I tell you. He's gonna fucking get hammered.
What every time? What every time? Every time what? What's the every time? Bro, I burnt a hole. I burnt a hole in my fucking sweaty, my loose sweaty pants. My loose sweatpants. I'm so pissed because it's right next to my dick. And yes, I burnt my dick with some fucking embers from smoking weed. It burnt through it, and I was like, ah, fuck. And I pushed, like, threw it up. Saw the hole right there, and my dick just barely got singed. It pops out through the hole. The hole's too small, surprisingly. Hole's too small, but you can definitely get, like, I can definitely get, like, the tip of my dick out. No joke. I can get the tip. It's funny, because it looks like a Muslim woman with her hijab kind of off. Or if you think of the penis as a face, it looks like a hijab. Role playing with his dick on stream? Nah, it's all an act. You don't think that there's been dudes that have jerked off on stream? How much do you want to bet that there's been dudes that are like streaming and they jerk it without you guys even knowing? Yeah, you can't. Microphone's in the way. I hope you do. Reported? This is why you don't wear pants? Bro, I have to wear pants. I got a fucking overhead camera. You guys would not be able to see my dick from there. You guys cannot see my dick from here. Like, first of all, you can't even see the hole. Like, you can't even see the hole. You guys are probably like, I mean, now you can, I guess you can see it with that hole. I'm not showing you my dick. And also, it's just you guys in here. Why are you guys gonna report me? It's literally only you guys in here. It's TikTok, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. There's more to that. There's actually more to that, but I cut it off because it's way too long and I didn't want him to be like, oh, make that 50,000 fucking biddies. Because little bitch has to have like money all the time. Oh, bitch ass all money. I'm just joking. You saw the tip? You guys are trolling too much. Anyways, chat. So we're gonna get an MRI. We're also gonna get a lead blood level check to see if that's in control. And then my stress test is not until April for my heart. And then my hernia surgery, I can hold off. I can honestly, I can hold off. There's no reason to get it now with all the other stuff that's happening. So I don't want to be like tied down for 2 weeks for that. So I'm doing a bunch of stuff. Honestly, I might be able to. Well, no, I don't think I'd be. I'd probably be recovered, honestly, if I went and got my hernia surgery like in March. Nah, the stress test would probably be. I'd probably wouldn't be fully recovered for the stress test, so I'd probably be like not a good idea. So I'll probably do it mid-July. I'll probably go get my hernia surgery. Amputation when? Oh, dude, I hope not. I hope never. I hope never, Ufki. Can you imagine? Ugh. I feel bad for anybody that has like had a limb that got it amputated. I feel so bad for people like that. Cause that phantom shit, brother, don't even fucking start like, dude, phantom pain of all things, but phantom limb syndrome, like when you think you have your limb, oh, hurts my heart thinking about people like that. For an hour and a half. You had one that broke down and you were in it for an hour and a half. Bro, I would just sleep. The whole fear like that. See, like when you remember when I was talking about like being claustrophobic or not claustrophobic? Remember I was talking about that the other day? Like I don't care about having small spaces. I care if I'm bound. And obviously you're not supposed to move during an MRI, but if it's broken, they're not gonna make you move. Like they don't make you stand still. I get it. I do. I mean, MRIs are definitely noisy. They're very sound auditorially fucked up. I 100% understand how people can be like not terrified, but like if you're terrified in MRI, then you got like, bro, like calm down. It's like, it's not that bad. You just have to stay still. And a machine goes chong 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 chong. And you know what the machine is doing is honestly is just spinning really, really fast. There's a magnet in that donut shape thing and it's spinning really fast. There's a magnet on one side and there's like an imager on the other side. And this magnetic field is just fucking going through you, which luckily magnetic fields don't fucking kill you. Well, not that magnetic field. There are magnetic fields that can kill you. A neutron star would rip you to, or not a neutron star, sorry, a magnetar. A magnetar would rip you apart before you even got close to them, to the planet or to the star. But that's not what we're talking about, is it? Weird noises, weird warming sensation. Yeah, there's that. You do get a little bit. To be honest, actually, I don't remember feeling warm. I think that might have just been like the anxiety kind of coming in. Oofy. I don't remember feeling or any kind of warmth to that. Maybe you just have a lot of iron in your body. Maybe you have a higher concentration of iron, which then would heat up. And that's no joke. That's literally no joke. They throw off some heat for sure. I don't remember that. I don't remember when I got mine. I had to have my eyes x-rayed because the machine took so long. Your eyes? Hey, yo, what's up, Tricky? Hey, did you fix your PC issues? You had to have your eyes x-rayed? If you spend too long in them, you can for sure get cooked. Yeah. Obviously, you're not supposed to spend like hours in there or half hour with it on to check for metals. Doctor, did you tell me about that? Because now it's starting to sound familiar that you got metal in your eye or some shit like that. As a matter of fact, I did. I just tried the the BIOS update and it failed twice. Oh, what do you mean the BIOS failed? Did you do it correctly? How did you do it? Explain to me step by step how'd you do it. And when it failed, did it just go back to BIOS? I did probably. Oh my god, that's so scary. One time I forgot to save root file on USB. And second time I did, my flash drive couldn't see it. Okay, so okay. So number one, go into Windows, install the files, or format your hard drive, right? Format it for 32, FAT32, right? Format it. Then you want to do, or NTSF, I don't think it matters. Just do whatever the quick format. Do a quick format. Right click on the drive and do a quick format. Then you want to put those two files onto your hard flash drive. The two files being one's the thing, and then the other thing that you have to rename. Did you rename it? You did? Okay, that's good. Did you when you did the BIOS, there's two files. One that's like a file and the other one that's called a FAT32. Okay. Format the flash drive, not the hard drive. Sorry. Sorry. So there's two files that when you download it, there's two files. Yo, Rylot, there's two files. Also, Seb, hi, baby. There's two files that you download. One of them, when it's on the flash drive, you want to open it up and it says double click to run, or run this program, or whatever. Double click it and it changes the name of that file that's in the hard drive. It changes it to something else. You might have to have both of them in the same. You might have to drag and drop both files so that they're in the same folder. Then that's the file that you're going to do the BIOS update on. I did that part. One file is Word and one is whatever. So did it change the name? Because it has to change the name of that file. It changes the file format, I think, too. That's where you got stuck? Okay, so yeah, you want to try and put them in the same folder. There should be like an executable or some kind of like weird setup program. Obviously I'm streaming. I would totally jump in a Discord call to help you. But if you want, hit me up if it doesn't work out after I'm done streaming. If you're still up, which I'm only gonna be streaming for 2 hours or so, 2 or 3 more hours. Let me try and okay. Force the name. Yeah. So once you see that name change, then do it again. Do the BIOS and go to BIOS, update the BIOS. You can update BIOS inside BIOS, by the way. So if you're in BIOS, plug it in, and then it should allow you to boot from that drive. And it says, hey, oh, do you want to do an update? Actually, I think in the motherboard, there is an update BIOS like setting, and then you choose the file that you're going to do it on, and it does it for you. Yeah. So anyways, knee's done for now. I will let you know, guys, what the MRI says. Hopefully it's not tendon and muscular fucking rips or meniscus rips or anything like that. Hopefully it's not that, right? Hopefully it's just, it is the BB, and we just need to go get surgery as soon as possible to get that out. Obviously that will come after my stress test too, and then same with my hernia. So I might do my hernia first, then my knee. Then actually I might even do them both at the same time, like if I can do it. I don't know how that works. I don't know how anesthesia works, if you can have both done at the same time. Do you think I could have both surgeries done at the same time if I schedule it at the same time? That'd be fucking dope. They just put me down once, and my knee and my hernia. Hernia is very important. Tricky, it's not that bad. I had a hernia surgery on my left side already, and this is just happening on my right side now. It's honestly not that bad. And it's on the top, so it's not like it's my nutsack, because the nutsack one is the worst. This one is just, I have to make sure I kind of hold it when I cough or when I sneeze or something like that. Yeah, what's up, Blitz? Might be a different specialist. It's definitely a different specialist. I'm just wondering if I can get both surgeons there at one time. It might be very stressful on the body. It might be, that's for sure. Recovery might be too rough though to go through too. It might. You were going to bound up. So yeah, so I think that's you know, that's part of it, and then we'll have our stress tests hopefully in April, if not sooner. I have to make sure that I call them to make sure that they schedule it right then and there, because I don't want to go see I don't need to consult with the doctor. I just want to do a stress test. Like, yes, I feel like my heart's not as strong as it should be. Should I look at it? Like, should we look at what's going on? I feel like there's definitely weird things that are happening to my body that I just want to make sure that I just don't like it. And WebMD makes me think that I have like all this other shit. And ChatGPT now. ChatGPT is like telling me that I have fucking butthole sphincter cancer. I don't even know what the fuck that was. I thought you only have like, no, I'm joking. I don't know. Butthole sphincter cancer. AIDS? I just took the test for that. I do not have HIV or AIDS. W. Yeah, I don't have any disease. Surprisingly, my level of STDs in my life have always been 0. Now, I can't say HPV. HPV is out there, and we all probably have it by now, to be honest, if you've ever had sex with one person. Because everybody's a whore nowadays. Especially me. I'm not a whore nowadays, but I was. I was probably spreading that HPV 4, 16, and 22. I don't know which ones I had. No joke though, if you've never gotten your vaccinations for that, you 100% should. Even if you are like older, you should still do it. Same without being savage. Fuck, so if you have it, pretty much. Keep a couple aspirin in your wallet. Yeah, you told me that last time, Blitz. I don't really carry a wallet though, but I can definitely carry 2 aspirins with me and then chew it. I wonder if I do that. I wonder if I swallow the aspirin when I have chest pains or when I'm having like maybe, because honestly it does feel like acid reflux now that I think about it, especially since I just took 2 Tums and now it's gone. It's like gone. Like I don't even have any kind of like symptoms. And I think the anxiety of streaming still happens, dude. Every time I start streaming, I just get anxious. Like it's the anxiety, like drugs go straight into my heart. And it's just like, yo, I don't know why. Don't ask me why, bro. I literally don't know why. You would think that by a year of straight streaming, I wouldn't have anxiety anymore when I stream. Anyways, that's my news for the day. How was your guys' day? Did you guys have a good day today? All of you guys have a fucking fun day? A fun time? A fun time. You pooped today? So did I, and it was explosive. I don't know what the fuck. Oh, you know what it was? It was the wings, chat. Those reheated wings I had last night. Wingstop's out, dude. I'm done. Wingstop's out. I'm never getting Wingstop again. Because I got butthole cancer? Oh my god. Butthole sphincter cancer. That would suck. No. When I eat my sandwiches, bro, my poops, bro, fucking awards should be given for my poops when I'm eating nice and good. Awards, dog. Pains? No pains. Like acid reflux pains. Not like ow, numb. Not like that. No shortness of breath, no compression feelings, no nothing. I feel compressed because I'm sitting like this all the fucking time. But nothing like that. Our whole country was without electricity supply since 5 p.m. and it's come back at 12. And it came back at 12? No shot, Rylon. What the fuck happened? Food that can't go into PB? Nitrolagunal pump spray. Chile, Peru, Bolivia. I don't know, man. Some weird stuff. on the connections. Damn, that sucks. That's crazy. Yo, what's up, Ty? Sounds like my uncle's at DR when the power randomly went out. At DR, what's that? Out of hours and time several days. Damn, dude, it sucks. Getting out of power is kind of, and in this day and age, you have to. I hope you have a book. Yes, hi, Rudy's. They did save money. Dominican Republic. Okay, okay. It's crazy how we just take that shit for granted. I got power. I got internet. I got fucking massive amount of power coming through this goddamn house right now. And if it went out, and it has actually, when I first started streaming, there was like an intentional power outage. This was COVID times, right? An intentional power outage was done on the block, and we didn't have power for like 6 or 7 hours. I remember waking up, and I was like, "Oh, finally, the power's back on." But like, I remember hanging out on the phone because there was still phone service. So I only used the spray once, so since my heart attack, ambulance gave me a few hits when they showed up. I'll check it out. Blitz, can you DM me that? That'd be kind of cool to check out and see if there's any difference. National Electric Conditioner Chile's grid operational said distribution had occurred in high voltage backbone transmission line that carries power from Actama Desert to the Chile, the capital of Santiago and the country's Central Valley. Damn, the operator special Don Juan Mataluz Olmedo. Oh shit, I know an Olmedo. Todd. Said the regional problem started a long distance chain reaction overloads the plant and shuts down until it becomes a blackout. And so 90% of Chile's million peoples and stuff like that had northern burden. Over here, every time it rains, the power goes out basically. Fuck, dude. And we bitch about our, I mean, we have a shitty infrastructure for what we fucking have, but like, there's a lot of fucking other countries. Sud-America vibes. So big line went boom and made other lines go boom, boom, boom. Power is a funky one, man. Power is absolutely a funky one. Power can be very, very tricky. And imagine all that power just being like, even to this block itself, there's so much wattage being pumped in, you know? What the fuck? That doesn't even make sense, but okay, I'll take it. All right, chat. We're jumping into the game. We've been chatting for an hour, man. We literally do chat for too long, don't we? We need to stop this. We need to stop this chatting for so long, chat. My cell phone was at 11%. Damn, that's why you keep your cell phone charged. 19 though is nuts. 19 million is nuts, man. That's a fucking crime and a half waiting to happen.
Pardon me.
For sure. All right, we need to chat. Didn't we do something? By the way, Seb, you still here, Seb? We did not crash at all yesterday. Wait, I thought we did this mission.
And give something to the church.
What? We didn't. Wait, what? I could have swore we did this because we had to go give the book too. So let's go give the book then before we even talk to Vivek. No, we already did the book. We already did the book, chat. Hope it stays that way, yeah. Thinking of getting one, and more candles. Bruh. Our power went because the 192 volt line coming in got flooded. Whew. I have billions of batteries.
Careful.
I mean, you could definitely do like a backup battery. Like a, what are they called? Those little pocketbook thing ones. Wasn't there one? Wasn't there like go to all these other places? Or is it done now? Infiltrate. Find out how you can get. Yeah. See, I feel like maybe we did not, and we should have.
My respect, Christ. What a day that was.
God be with you.
Where's this son of a bitch?
Glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show.
Hold your horses. I'll come in. Actually,
You've come to
call it what.
the assembly.
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me and tell the.
I want to know.
You want to forget it.
Have you forgotten? I have you.
All right, if I get you into the and that will.
We already did this. That's why I'm doing it now.
I must have misheard you. Our business will be over when I say it is, not before. So pull your head out your ass and see to getting me into that assembly.
All right, Jesus. No need to lose your temper. You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age.
But batteries are
Maybe he can
expensive.
be persuaded
Maybe
to
I
let
upgrade
you
some
stand
rechargeable
in
ones,
for
yeah.
him. Although
100%
not
if they're
everyone
expensive
would
by a
want
lot.
to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Frantas, which reminds
I already did this yesterday.
Do you think you could?
Well, no.
Our usual.
Where can
You suppose that is
at the what?
that German ale house. What would you like me?
I'll be going then.
Just make sure.
I didn't have to do that. I did that last time though. Okay, so now we're on the right track. Chat, what's happening? Anything happening this weekend that I need to know? Monster Hunter comes out what in 2 days?
Sorry.
I'm not playing it. I'm just asking. Just wondering what you guys are gonna be watching instead of me. I'm gonna be here all alone. No one's gonna watch me because Monster Hunter's gonna take over. No one cares about Henry no more. You didn't?
I need some help. Be damned. It must be
What are you looking for?
my leather satchel.
Sorry.
I won't keep my stomach's. There was no.
Look, I don't have
All right. All right. Shit.
I don't have time. I really don't. Yo, what's up, Ray? I'm gonna watch me drop it low in the mirror. You're gonna drop it low in the mirror. You're gonna watch me,
I won't
While
make
you're
it to
doing
the
it?
council assembly at this rate.
bro. I am running my fucking ass off, bro.
You're always welcome.
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am.
I'm Henry.
I am. What's it to you?
Supposing I took the job on for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Apart from that, it's a bit of a pain in the arse. Them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I just have to get in there, understand? I have an important message for the king about a plot against him.
But why would you want to get to him as a waiter?
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it, so I have to be incognito. See?
I see. All right then. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Of course. Who do you take me for?
All right, no need to get upset. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I sent you and think up some good excuse, clear?
You guys are making me hungry. I just ate too.
And you'll need a waiter's livery. I had a brand new one made. I didn't get round to picking it up, so go and see Schneider in the market.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you, I promise.
You better not. Farewell, sir.
Okay, so that's one. What's D is in the market? That's the market. You're definitely gonna disgrace him and ruin his entire life. Why would you say that? I'm not in the business of doing that. Yo, is this dude even here? This motherfucker better be here.
God bless. I apologize.
Fuck you. Here's a bitch ass townsman. Bro, where the shit are you, brother? That sounds, every time I hear that, I think of Smart RPG, thinking of a joke, or like coming up with a joke. Why the long face, brother? Smart says some joke, like sets up the joke, why the long face, and then fucking punchline. Is Smart APG or RPG? I think it's APG. AGP. I think it's Smart AGP. What's that motherfucker's name? What's that motherfucker's name? Are you supposed to exercise your knee when you have cortisol in it? Or are you supposed to let it rest? You want to stay off of it for sure. I mean, I've been walking around all day. Chat, where the fuck is the wine dude?
Excuse me.
God grant you health. Again.
You couldn't walk the next day? I think that has more to do with the fact that you don't feel the pain and the discomfort when you're with it, and therefore you took it to the chin, right? Like you're fucking working out while you're fucking on cortisol. That's like basically working out on steroids. You're gonna overstress your body. Of course that's what's gonna happen. You loon. You toodaloon. Chat, I don't think
Two pots, I've got lots. Have a bowl as well. Sound as a bell.
Don't think I can. I'm sorry.
Canvas, the softest linen canvas. Come and buy the finest
Cooks,
canvas.
fine ceramic wares here. Sound as a bell.
Jugs here, big and small. Jugs. A wonderful day for a wonderful purchase.
yeah, cortisone gives you arthritis. I said cortisol.
Here, shoe repair. Repair.
Fine wares. Come and
I said cortisol, not cortisone. No, cortisone. Wait, what do they give me? Fuck, you guys fucked me up. What did they give me? A cortisol shot. Cortisol. No, they didn't give me cortisone. Cortisol.
Be careful. It isn't safe around.
Is it cortisol or cortisone? Fuck you guys. You guys fucked me up. Cortisol is a hormone. You're a hormone. I want to make you hormone. I'm gonna make your moan whore.
I apologize. Silk thread.
The f is this guy? I'm running out of time, man.
Embroidery. Silk embroidery. Ribbons of all colors.
That sort of talk is dangerous.
Shut
Careful.
up.
I'll be going now.
Farewell. God be with you.
We're now open. Good morning. Come and have a look. Fresh pots for sale. Big
It's not
strong
safe.
pots.
Gunman, take your pick.
Pots here.
New wares.
A wonderful day for a wonderful
Pots for
lady.
sale. Big strong
Now they only
pots.
ate when there's a storm
Pots
coming.
here. Twice fired.
For sale. Fair prices. Fine wares.
We're open.
Right.
Fresh
Big and
goods.
small. Round and
What would you like, friend?
I hear one Franta cooldown is supposed to come and pick up new clothes from you.
Aye, the finest. I spent the best part of 2
I've been trying to
weeks
craft a
working
tier
on
4
them.
sword for 2
And
days
damn
now.
near
No
left my
shot.
fingers on them as buttons, but it was worth it. With clothes like that, he wouldn't be ashamed to stand.
What's
before
your-
the
what's your
king
crafting level?
himself.
As it happens,
Also, what's up,
you
buddy?
hit the nail on the head. Franta asked me to pick up those clothes for him.
Really?
There's
He gave me a
potions.
certificate. See?
Oh yeah, for crafting.
Got his name on it.
I was hoping he'd try them on one last time before final adjustments.
No,
Well,
I don't have my crafting
very
skill
well,
maxed
then.
at all. The only thing that's maxed right now, I think, is thievery and strength.
What do you have?
Chat. He has separated ones. Dude, he has, look at this. This is like, you got a top and then the back. Yo, that's sick. Like, I'd love to see what this looks like. I wish it had a preview right here. Kill him and take it all?
What can you do, sir? Maybe next time then. Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
The finest wares. Quality goods. Come and take your pick. Come and take your pick. Quality goods.
I'll keep my dagger on me just in case. Wait. I had my pants on, right? Yeah.
Be careful. It's not safe.
So I should craft some random doo-doo and level it up some more. I mean, I think with crafting, you have to craft. I don't know if it has to necessarily be... Well, yeah, because you're going to get herbalist if you do the herbalist. Yeah, I think you have to actually just keep on crafting shit. Well, not shit, but just craft different things. I know that you gain experience if you read books, too. So if you can try and find the books, Panda, The books will help out a lot. Not the recipes, but the books, like the Crafting 101 and Crafting 2 and Crafting 3. Those help out a lot.
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for
I
him at
am,
the
Melissa.
council
How are you
assembly.
doing?
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
I'm doing it right now. I'm type worried. I'm kind of worried. I hope it did it correctly. It just reboot. Let's go. Hell yeah. Tricky, if when you went to BIOS, Tricky, if you're in BIOS and you do the refresh, like to start the new update, that means it went well. So before you leave, Tricky, before you leave the BIOS, let me know that you're back in the BIOS from the update. And we're going to do a couple settings. We're going to change a couple settings. You're going to make sure that your resize bar is on. And you're going to make sure that your RAM is to the correct speed. It's not set to 4000. It's actually corrected speed. Most likely you already had a resize bar on your shit set up. I don't want to embarrass him.
He got poisoned. Probably from food. He's writhing in agony. By turns praying and cursing, spewing from both ends.
Oh, that's enough. All right. At least you're
XMP,
here.
yep.
Can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So,
Tier 4
let's have a look at
option.
you. Have you got Franta's
Potion
certificate?
comes down
Sure.
to how
There is.
you boil
Everything's in
and
order.
brew.
Now, about your livery.
And it's
You've
not
got a
said in the
waiter's
book.
cap, a tunic you have. Hose are
perks.
good. It's a good thing
To
you've
make
got no
crafting easier,
steel
yeah.
on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know
Nice.
what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter
Sup,
should
Jax?
stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
Yeah,
White or red.
Miss got
by
there
the door
too.
to the chapel.
With Henry's
Got it.
potions.
But for Councillor Adam of
Panda's talking
Zargis,
about
you must
crafting
not
swords.
pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right.
Rhythm and don't burn. Yeah,
Sir Adam of Zarjit stays dry.
that's what I thought it would
And
be.
if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Anything?
Absolutely. I'm a waiter, after all. Not some street gossip monger.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social ladder. Not just anyone can serve the King of Hungary, but you'll manage it,
Can I kill him?
right?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Can I poison?
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons.
There were the pictures of
Our
Rome.
current Waffenarsenal is a
Hopefully I
joke,
won't splash
and on
anyone's
top of
shoes.
that, the army was requisitioning from it. Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting? I'd like some white.
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That Hackenbücher.
Sir?
Hand cannon. Can you believe it?
This
Where
played
did they
up.
get them?
It's fucking
You're
played
the
up
one
right now.
who should know where they got them. Since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what
Hey,
Schwierigkeit
waiter.
this is.
Pour me some monastery
The
wine.
Dry Devil is running free. There are Raubritter everywhere.
What's
in the
monastery
region.
wine?
We have the army.
I guess that's
down,
red.
And you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
Who is it you want to fight? Exactly.
one?
Red.
The merciful
Am I
King
speaking in
Sigismund
Latin?
providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König
Sir?
and his army
What the fuck?
will not be here forever.
Shut up.
Thank the
The
Lord.
king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the White Sun, Yemeli pour me state red
Oh,
of wine. our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes.
The king fears that this town will rise against
Sir?
him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
Thank the
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
I'm sorry.
Isn't it the same?
Another drop of wine. Don't make me beg.
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be.
This guy's getting fucked up,
Baths
dude.
in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
But we have another bathhouse here.
Thanks.
Hoppering.
Thanks.
My friend Adam from the baths in Paradek district told me about it.
Yo, Dre, what's up, baby?
Nonsense. He's just envious. Bet he sees the opportunity and people are lining up to bathe there.
Is that true?
Careful.
I'd find it hard to believe.
A woman? No, really. It's clean, it's warm. You get wine, something to eat, and don't get me started on the wenches.
So don't start.
All right, I'll go over there and investigate. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimate. If someone needs to wash, there's a river just a few steps from the city walls.
Certainly. And they can get leeches there for free as well.
Waiter,
And
pour me
while
red
he's there,
wine.
a man can shave and take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city...
Come here, friend. And bring that red with you.
Money to spend. Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Thanks.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to
I'm
it.
doing good.
A trifle.
Doing good, Dre.
Do you ever
You missed the
walk
story.
streets here?
Because I said it early again.
Rats, slop, and
I got a
rubbish.
cortisol shot
The
in
least
my
we can
leg.
do for the citizens is to
Cortisone
provide them with a place
shot
to
in my
wash
leg,
up.
in my left
What
leg, knee.
Nonsense. Next,
And,
you'll
I
want
need to
me
go get an
serve
MRI for
wine
the
to
BB that's in my
everyone
knee.
for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earth,
Maybe he has a
paradise,
BB in his knee.
everything would be free.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate
I
all he
fancy
wants,
some Tokai.
as long as he does no
Refill,
damage.
boy.
Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
I apologise, sir.
Well,
Which one?
I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full
Technically,
well.
white's not color.
Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's
Well,
right.
thank
Let's
the
not
Lord.
burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself.
Some played up shit right here.
Me? Pour me red wine. I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that.
Thank you, waiter.
Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard?
I fancy some
Besides,
Tokai.
if his men
Refill,
attacked
boy.
yours, as I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
Sir.
I don't like
one?
Rutard,
White
true, but in this
Tokai.
case it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Sir?
Did you? That's grossly
Did you just throw a bone on the floor?
I
Well,
don't
thank
think
the Lord.
Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king...
Maybe he's Riri.
That's true.
Sold, he's bad
Because if we
Nini.
don't do something about
Eats
him,
breakfast with
the
his
king
DD.
himself will put an end to him.
Can't
and
CC.
soon.
Maybe
Unless
is a
he puts
DB.
an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
Right.
Nothing happened. There's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the
Damn.
law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild.
No more drinking for
and
you
do
tonight?
whatever they
Aw.
want.
I'd like some
I
monastery
suspect the
wine.
gentleman from the
Refill
city's
my
sword
cup,
fighting
boy.
school brought this custom to us. It's now run by the German Menard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Walker.
Vanish,
You
hear
act
me?
like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Hey,
We're not some old
word.
fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's
Everything
that.
in order?
Not quite.
There are more pressing
But I think you
matters
might
to
be
deal
able
with.
to help me.
More? What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while,
Already laughing at us all
All
day
right.
long.
I'll get them.
I knew I could count on you. While you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But why?
Because I'm bored, and because I told you. Get on with it.
Anybody crafted a tier 4 dueling sword? I have not. I've done a tier 3. I don't even think I did a tier 3 dueling sword though.
Enough.
We'll
And
never
he
get
wanted me to
anywhere like
count the
this.
winged figures.
Why waste our time?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Technically 9, but I'm gonna say 8.
So, let's see what you've got for me.
I found your gloves, sir.
Really? Let's see them. And did you count those winged figures?
Oh, well, I fucking fucked up.
I counted 16, sir.
And did you count all the monsters and animals?
Oh, I thought you meant only the angels.
Go back to serving wine, blockhead.
Just they turn a dispute
Fuck
over
you,
sick
you
of
fucking
peasants.
Rich
building of the
bitch.
church is dragging on, and in the meantime...
You know what? Fuck, I can't say. I want to fucking murder him.
To settlers.
You know what?
Hey, waiter.
I'm sorry.
Pour me some
Just the village
What happens
with
if I
the
try?
monastery, and they are going to Mokarol mining city.
Fucking
Why can't we build
pisshead.
faster?
You wanted wine?
Start with night shifts.
I apologize.
Because those so-called craftsmen
colorblind white.
are a band
Bitch.
of parasites.
I swear to
You
God.
pay them, they come late,
What's up, Loban?
or report sick, and if they do come, their work
Sir?
is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right.
You, lad.
It's
You
a
look familiar
waste
to me.
of time.
Have we
I
met?
tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the
I really couldn't
proceedings
say,
with your
sir.
drunken ranting.
I have a
If you are,
feeling I've spoken
And
to
as for
before,
you,
too.
Gwendolyn, haven't you
Or
noticed
someone
there's a
who
war
looks a
going
hell of a
on?
lot like you?
Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do?
Nice. It was a day.
And what would that
I hope
be?
you get to relax right now.
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses,
Why?
gentlemen.
I'd like some
That
white.
space in the side nave is mine.
When hell freezes over, my friend, your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me?
Sir?
Ha! I think not.
Excuse me?
Good.
You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
PB is serving wine. Want some?
I
It's my piss.
acquired my seat for the
The red
services
wine is when I was
our
bleeding
guild
out my piss hole, and the
provided
white one's
and
just
still
fucking good
provides to
hydration.
the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army. If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the
Hey,
alehouse
boy,
on Obring.
a full cup of
What
monastery wine.
ne'er-do-wells? Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news
Sir?
to me.
Because it has all been sorted out.
Thank you, Waiter.
Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Bro, the cutscenes in this game are so fucking gorgeous. Ba-ba-da-ba.
Azonal Gyurcsek össze, a legjobb katonaikat, és kelkinek útra!
I wonder how historically accurate he looks. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, it doesn't really look like him. Am I just looking at him like dead on right now? Am I just looking at him dead on in the face? Oh shit! You don't remember me? You don't fucking. Oh, you don't remember me!
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Oh no, no, Henry, don't be a fucking puss right now, bro.
this man
You have your
alive.
dagger on you! Am I playing another character? Am I back to Godwin? Fucking dagger on you and you didn't do anything. Old bitch. Old fucking bitch. Everybody's fucking drinking and shit. I'm in the heat of the battle right now. Heat of the battle.
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujitz parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what?
Was that a dude that just disappeared and appeared?
Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now,
Bros,
they
what's
keep it
up?
mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so we have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try. Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one.
Good hug.
Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
Okay, here's a question. Why is that always the life has been good fucking lifestyle, right? Wine, women, and song. Like, let me ask a question. Is that still today? Isn't that the same? Like, isn't that the same saying today? Like, people are like, you know, alcohol, women, and good music. Like, that's all I want in life, bro. Like, why don't these guys ever? Guys suck, dude. We suck. It's never like, you know, build an empire, fucking let's raise people up from, you know, the poverty level. It's always just fucking women, wine, and fucking song, bro.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me.
Not a fan of this like white outline that happens on him.
With a full wineskin.
I feel like it's only
But
on
I
him.
suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests.
Like, why does he have a glow stick in his mouth?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the
Not
lords
just
of
men,
Ramat.
all people.
Oh, don't
People.
start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man.
Not just men, all people.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush
And a
find
good
out what
dog.
they're
Yeah,
actually
that's a better
planning.
one. I like that one better. Before they consider dating you, if you ever come across a woman who wants your credit report before you date her, please do me a favor, like send me her number, and I'll catfish the shit out of her. You know what, guys? If that ever happens to any of you, send me their number and I'll catfish them. Same with the girls. I'll just like change my voice to like something like I don't know, like maybe like this. Oh my god. No, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna stop that right there. I'll catfish them for you. Hey, your friend gave me their number. Why does your voice sound so deep? Oh, because I give too much head. What? I don't know where this is going. I'm gonna go ahead and stop right there.
such rare guests. One wouldn't expect
Perfect
to find
fucking
among Christians
timing.
representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common.
Oh, yeah?
And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg.
Uh-huh.
And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
On Fortnite is high. His Fortnite is higher. So the next step, honestly, and this is gonna just be a crazy check, is you'd have to, I'm sure you're gonna have to find a stress test for your CPU. And I think there might be some on Steam. There's like stress testing your CPU. Look it up online and you're gonna be able to see how much your CPU is actually like being functional right now. Actually, if I'm not mistaken, can't you tell in your cores? Can't you tell from your CPU and then go to kernel? Can't you tell by this? If you can bring this up and see if any of them are flatlined, because none of these should be flatlined. And maybe play something and then go back to this. On Task Manager, yeah, this is your Task Manager performance CPU. You right click, you show graph, you go logical processors, and then show kernels. I don't know if the show kernels matters though. But if you're flatline on any of this, that means one of your cores are just dead, which is obviously huge. And then the other way is to just stress test your PC, because the 13900s with old BIOS and old updates, I believe, caused a lot of over voltaging on the diode itself, causing breakage of your transistors. So your transistors were stuck in 0 or 1, and that's considered a fail. So the CPU doesn't use that portion of the chip anymore, and it caused multiple failures on multiple different levels, and it's really bad. It was something that again, this is why I think your CPU should not be the bottleneck in this case, and especially if you have the 13900. Your CPU should not be the bottleneck. It should be your 4060 Ti that should be the bottleneck at this point for graphically. And honestly, that might be the reason why when you try to push your graphics harder than what your GPU can do, your CPU tends to take that load a little bit harder. So it seems like your CPU is using more, but it's really because you're just over pushing your 4060. Click the 3 dots on an open resource monitor in the screen with the graphs. With the number he's showing, he is GPU bound. Me? Are you talking to me? Are you saying I'm... No, him. Oh, with the number he's showing? Oh, okay. I was like, dude, I'm not... I'm 5%. I'm 13% right now, and like 36% of my GPU. I'm not bound by anything. Not in this game, at least. I technically am, actually. What's GPU bound? Meaning that, like, your bottleneck. What's gonna cause the most amount of stress? Like, what's slowing down the process? So the term bottleneck means like a bottle, right? You have like a large flow, and then it goes to a small bottleneck opening. So what is the bottleneck in your CPU? It starts with power, right? Power. If you don't have enough power, you're not going to be able to power your entire PC, which obviously, if you have a 1,000-watt power supply, you should be fine. Then it goes to like motherboard. If your motherboard is not up to snuff, if like let's say if you're not on 670, I don't know if Intel uses the same numbers. Does Intel use the same numbers, 670 or 870? If you're not on like a newer motherboard that has a PCIe 4 or a 5 for your graphics card, actually it's 4060 probably can get away with a PCIe 3, right? Let's say if it didn't, make sure. Oh, also tricky. Can you take a picture of your PC if you haven't already and just DM it to me? Like just take a phone picture of like where your GPU is in relationship to. Did you take one already? I feel like you did. It might be buried by now. In the tips, tech help. Take a picture, because the other part is have your GPU on the top rail. I don't know if that. If you have that or if it's on the bottom one. That reminds me of Polar, what he did there. You can throw it in the tech tip. I have it open.
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction.
It's on the side
you
bottom.
have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. We did not get off to a very good start.
See, like my knee, dude, me twisting my knee hurt. Nah, it's the BB. It's 100% the BB. It, like, literally me lifting my knee should not hurt. And I can hear it click. Like, I hear the click. Either that's arthritis. Dude, it's definitely the BB hitting the fucking side of my patella.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Kobyla, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
You can get 4K on a 4060 Ti for sure. You just need to have... See, the problem... Here's the thing. Okay, the problem is, look. This is how graphics work. Your advanced graphics, what you set for ultra, particles, lighting, global illumination, all this right here, shadows, textures, all this is just level of quality of looking at this wall. All right? So let's just take this whole scenario. Take a screenshot of this and then paste it into, in fact, here, let me do it myself. Fuck, I pushed the wrong button. Okay, I'm gonna, what is it, Windows Shift S? Boom. All right, I'm taking that. I'm tabbing over. I'm gonna paste it in here. Now, remember, this is 4K, ultra setting, native, everything, fucking Wimbledon fucking level goddamn shit, okay? Now, we're gonna go into settings, and I don't know if it's gonna cause, it's gonna probably tell me to fucking go and do, to reset stuff if it's like really bad. Wait, I went back to balanced. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, there it is. So if I go low, confirm, save changes, watch. Okay. The difference will be so subtle for that level of detail. Okay. Cancel. Can I open up another paint? Tell me you can tell the difference for that quality and that low quality right now. Tell me you can see a difference there. The only thing that I see that's sort of kind of maybe different no. I smell good. Did you take a shower? Hi, Jay. I honestly don't see a difference. Okay. Now, the difference between 4K and 2K, obviously, oh, you know what? I do see a difference. Okay, here's where I see the difference. You guys ready? Look at the lighting on the left side for the rooftop, which I doubt you guys can see as detailed as I can. You can see the shingles a lot better. This one looks almost like it's like all blended into one. The shingles that don't have the lines as defined. I also see a deeper, richer... Fuck you! Did it just crash? It just fucking crashed. Imagine if I was on a one PC setup and that kept on crashing like that. Imagine I was on a one PC setup and that kept on crashing like that, dog. That is insanity. Wow, I finally get shit working on PP. Go ahead and throws a wrench into the cogs. Okay, Tricky. If your graphics card is on the bottom row, the bottom little PCIe slot. I want you to move that to the top. I want you to move that to the top. I don't know why the fuck a pre-build would come with it on the bottom, unless it's because they didn't want to have the weight of it on top like that in the middle. That doesn't even make sense. Move it to the top. That top PCIe slot is faster. It's closer to the CPU. It makes a huge difference. It makes a massive difference. Polar might say it might not, but it does. Yo, Wolfenstein is free? Which Wolfenstein is this, bro? It's a first-person Wolfenstein that's like a storyline that's free. Called Wolfenstein Youngblood. It's free on Prime. Prime Gaming. Why do I have a seam? What do you have a seam? Jay, what? Why do you have a seam? What's a seam? Is it a Ligma joke? Don't want to drop on the needs in the space and exhaust in Terracoli. The way they set it up is because they didn't want the drop and need space for exhaust and the intercooler. Take a picture of your setup and send it to me. Or send it via in that message Discord message setup. Bitch. And tech help. But decided to pre-build. Always build your own. Always build your own. You're never going to be in a situation where building your own is never going to be a benefit. The only thing that's a benefit of it is that on a pre-build you do get cheap generic GPUs. You get generic stuff and they buy it for cheaper because they buy bulk. You're not getting Corsair Dominator RAM. You don't need necessarily Corsair Dominator RAM. I'm just saying you don't get like quality gear. You get generic RAM. You get generic stuff. Unless you request for specific stuff, which then they'll upcharge you for it. Even your graphics cards, it's so weird. Like it says GeForce, on the side and it's RTX and you're like, oh, I got a 5090. Yeah, but it's like a fucking generic ass version from China. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. I'm telling you. Unless you get a name brand quality product. You got Corsair RAM. Did you ask for Corsair RAM? Can I steal this? Nothing.
God be with you, friend.
I'm glad you finally accepted my invitation.
It's not that I didn't want to, but understand.
Such rare guests. I'm Godwin.
Peace?
How do you know?
It's not. And I'm here. And
Why did we have to?
and what?
Are you?
We have the situation. You have
Why are you?
everything.
Did you come?
Not to.
You don't even know.
You remind
Henry.
You know
That would be.
I reckon for a young you suppose.
Wait, from Scarlet.
Aye.
I knew.
My daughter.
Maybe he.
And that.
Why?
Don't make at least none of it. He took in Henry's.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one
You got
too?
200 terabytes? Nice.
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Yeah, a $300 motherboard. That's what they usually skimp out on, to be honest. Motherboards. They usually do like Asus Tough or some. Even though Tough is kind of good.
Good hell.
L'chaim.
Hey, where's that beer?
And that companion of his.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauclin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line.
Yeah,
I
power
am a
supply
warrior,
though. Power
a
supply is
traveler,
sufficient.
A strategist. And also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non. And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
Oh, it's not off the shelf. Yeah. So like, okay, so a power supply sometimes can be very important because if you don't have constant power, your CPU and everything suffer. It's like brain damage for a computer to have lower power than necessary. And it's not necessarily used, like you're not like using a lot of power until you're using a lot of power. So the power supply, it needs to be able to regulate and shift its power supply sufficiently and in time for it to cover the power draw. So if you're having skips in your frames, that could be a potential problem. Now, most of the time they give you the sufficient power you need, so that's not an issue. Most of the time you do have like an 80 or 800 to 1,000 watt power supply, I would assume. But in reality, it's the conditioning of the power and constant giving of that power that makes a difference. The main thing is pre-builds are great, but you just don't get the quality of the product that you're actually paying for. You get a lesser quality, and it's not necessarily bad. You're saving money ultimately because they are buying it in bulk. They're putting it inside your computer. Depending on what reseller you buy it from too, like a whole or whatever, like builder that you buy it from, like obviously power GPU, they're using like legit, like if you want it to be Asus. But if they're off the shelf, if you're like, give me the cheapest gaming computer that you can, they're gonna build you a cheap gaming computer. But I know that this is what you have is not cheap. I know what you have is not cheap. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's just better to build your own PC. And what I'm talking about when I say is the GPU on the bottom or the top, switch it to the top. Turn off everything, switch it to the top. It takes 10 seconds. It doesn't take that long. You don't even have to unpower it. Pop it in the top slot and see if that helps, because it most likely will.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate?
Yeah, no, that's true, Tricky. I don't mean to say that like you did wrong. You did exactly what you could and can. And you can still upgrade. So that's the beautiful part. You bought a platform where you can always upgrade. Whether it be you upgrade the motherboard to the latest. But here's tricky. Here's my next step in that is I'd recommend your next PC be an AMD build, and there's going to be no difference to you other than saving money, because AMD will be less money, because you're not as much as that 1309K that you have, HK or KF, whatever you have. That literally is like a Ferrari, bro. You have a Ferrari, but you have your body is your 4060 right now. And your body is like a nice, like, you have a Ferrari and a Toyota Tacoma body. Like a nice Dodge fucking truck. You know what I mean? You have good parts. They're just ones like your CPU is like super crazy and your GPU is like me. So you could have probably gone down. You could have probably gone like an i7 and been fine. But now with the i13900, as long as it's not fucked up, which that's why we need to do a stress test for your CPU. And you can actually take it to a PC repair shop if you live in a big city. I don't know where you live, but if you live in a big PC repair, like in a place where there's a PC repair shop, if you take your PC to them and be like, hey, I need to know if my 13900 is fucked. I know that there was problems with it. They'll test it right then and there for you for free. 9 times out of 10, they'll test it for free. And you know, just give them a $10 tip or a $5 tip or whatever. I got one from the Starforge and they did a good job. Oh, Starforge PCs. Give them a slurp on the tip. If they like it, I mean, I might give you upgrades.
So, be so kind as to enlighten me.
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my
smart APG, I knew it.
In a court that I escaped execution.
Oh. I thought it was Henry who saved your neck.
My neck was not at risk in Maleshov. I may have still been a prisoner with my personal freedom restricted, but they never broke my spirit.
You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais.
Whenever you
Is
scrape,
poetry nothing
step
but
on
the
wine.
fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Whenever you step on grapes, they don't say anything, but they let out a little wine. That's kind of not true. Smart. That's kind of not factual. Right? Like a little wine?
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course!
Yeah, for an
I
Greek
was
joke.
born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then
I'll
that
take
was
it, though. It's
perhaps
still a good
saving
joke.
the life of the King of France.
It's not
You wouldn't
factual,
by
but it's
any
a
chance
good
know
one.
the Pope, personally.
Which one do you mean?
If I want to be a
I
Terry
spoke
about
briefly
it,
with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
if you stick your dick in either one, it gets sucked. I don't like it any other cases except for the one Monotech. Have you ever seen a North XL case? There's a North XL case right behind me right here. It's fucking lit. That's what I'm gonna switch to for both of my PCs. When I finally do an upgrade to them, I'm gonna get a new case, and in this Lian Li case, I'll fucking auction it or I'll give it to one of you guys. You guys can have it. I don't give a fuck about Lian Li anymore. I mean, that's not true. I just don't like their case compared to that one. That one's fucking clean. I love the wood finish in the front. I love the way the side panel looks. It'll fit the 3090s and the 4090s without an issue.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Oh, I wonder if I switch back the graphics. It doesn't look like it.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times,
It looks
you
really
all
shitty.
know why we're here.
It looks like
The
low
question
quality.
remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here too he is up against.
You can tell because of lighting.
He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
You guys look exactly the same right now.
Seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That
You'd
whole
probably
sun
get a,
won't fall
you'd probably get a
easily.
better deal on a 5070.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Although a 4090 gives you more RAM, which is what you probably want.
I'm not going to die.
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health. And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein.
Not necessarily better,
And
not
you must
not
be
necessarily bigger,
Godwin,
but better.
the
Like
son
a
of-
titanium or a
It's
gold.
not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Is that so?
Indeed. And that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
Just lower what's your wattage? Do you know?
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent.
Yeah, I know.
I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain
My
shortcomings.
GPU, I can get like 3,000 for it right now.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of
Founders'
his own
decisions.
volition, as
I hate 'em.
Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack on the camp, it'd be a massacre.
Ah, but it won't. Sigismund's army is demoralized and weakened. And besides, he's running out of resources. He's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves, but he won't engage an equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's called back to Hungary by
You bought your
events
4090
there.
for
the plan to
$699?
work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it.
We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in motion even before Jobst?
More like in
Oh, the one you sold to
but without his knowledge. If we find support and make
Polar.
it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
for a great deal, by the way. The GPU, CPU, the RAM, and the side, there's a connect that was look at. Oh. Wait, what? You had a 4060, a 4070, and now you have a 4090? I thought you had a 4090. You're on a 4070? Oh, okay, okay. You're the one with the 4090? I thought you had a 4090.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'm trying to figure out the story right now.
You've got an interesting way of approaching things.
You're certainly not the first to tell me that. I take it as a compliment.
I'll help you. What exactly should I do?
I'll give you 3 names. Botchek of Kunstadt, Haman Alder, and Anna of Waldstein. If you can get those 3 on our side, we've won the day. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
Tell me a bit more.
Certainly.
Botchek of Kunstad. I know the name, but I can't quite place him.
That's just the thing.
That's not bad.
He's got massive estates, great influence, but he holds back. He doesn't play the big game because he doesn't like to take risks. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind up, not even a pair of oxen will hold him back.
$65 is not bad for natural air cooling on a CPU, or is that GPU? GPU 65 is also not bad. Make sure, Tricky, that the fan that's blowing on your PC, if you have fans blowing in this direction and you have air from your fan going 90 degrees to that, perpendicular to it, that's okay. But never, don't have like your exhaust fans and then have your fan blowing on that exhaust like directly, right? Don't ever push back air in there. I'm sure you probably know, but just in case.
Alder the Alderman. Wasn't he a Kuttenberg?
Neither are bad. 65 is not bad at all. Yeah.
The only one who retained his position after the city was taken. Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. So his days in the council are numbered. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on the guilds and the rich burghers. And that's why we need him.
Yeah, I'm at 40. It hit 62 and 83, but that's usually on startup. 61.5 is my CPU and 45 my GPU.
Anna of Waldstein. The widow of that.
You have it facing the front only, so it's going over like the whole
What
front.
was
Yeah,
his name?
that's good.
Bartosz.
As long as you don't have. Normally, you have inlets in the front.
I was quite surprised to see her here. Assemblies like this are more of
a male affair? So far, Godwin, so far. Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young widow. But don't trust appearances. She's got claws, she knows how to do her sums, and she certainly has no love lost for Sigismund.
And what use can she be to us? Apart from her late husband's money, of course.
She's as sharp as they come when it comes to trade. And she knows a thing or two about diplomacy. There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz acquired most of his wealth thanks to her. And that it was thanks to her that he died, too.
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both luck. Before the day is over, the die will be cast.
Success to our plans.
Yeah, it's on low. Yuck. I mean, the dynamic just changes. That's what that does. It literally changes the dynamic of the living room. Lighting off everything, bouncing off everything. Does that give me motion? It does. Wait, motion blur was here, right? It's off.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
I'd like to check your horses out and see if they're as good as you say.
Ha, even better. But you won't believe it until you see for yourself.
And you might not believe your eyes when you do see them.
What's up? Awesome, man.
Well, we have a new guest.
Amir? Amir?
I wanted to... you wanted to
What's up, boss man? How you doing,
for
brother?
crashing into my home
Thanks for
without
joining
it by
Kick.
your leave. Or to arrest my guests some more.
I want to have a word with Older.
Well, I'm having a word with you.
I apologize, Father.
For interrupting our conversation? Or just for being you?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up then. What are you doing here?
We'll talk later and in private. Right now, we have more important things to attend to.
Don't try my patience.
Why so strict, Martin?
20 years ago, he was nothing but a cheeky brat, only interested in wenches and booze. I got him a place at the Archbishopric to have some sense beaten into his head. Only it wasn't long before they kicked him out. And then I find out he's settled in some backwater parish in Sassau. But he took his boozing and whoring along with him, lost everything, and then came creeping home again. Huh?
Try saying it again a little louder. They might not have heard you in the outer courtyard.
You have the impertinence to show me your face after the way you disgraced our whole family?
I wouldn't set foot here if I had a choice. Better to be a priest in some backwater than have a father like you.
How dare you?
You're as shit a father as I am a son. We've got nothing to blame each other for. And now let me speak to Older.
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor.
Santa Lou, what's up, baby?
If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Did you pay me for killing the guy?
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy about it, but I accept. This isn't how I imagined my first meeting with my brother.
Room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back.
Do I have the guard?
Yeah. Take that!
Who taught you that? Otherwise, the first strike will put you on your arse.
Did they teach you that in the seminary? Not bad for a
Fucking
priest.
dick. Oh, you want to see not bad? I'll fuck you up.
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
Swing with your whole
Not bad for a
arm,
priest.
not just your wrist. Fuck! Look in my eyes, not at my sword.
Did they teach you that in the seminary?
What's wrong with your legs?
Ha ha! Shut up. Your son is a fucking ass.
Left arm lower. You don't
Ah,
that
in the
thing is
face, bitch.
That was your right side.
Oh.
Drive a car through.
Oh, that'll do? Why you say that'll do, bro? So,
Look out! My God. Where did you learn to wield a sword like that?
Your mom?
Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer. But you could teach sword fighting in a school.
I was in a war, right after they kicked me out of the archbishopric. And you ought to know yourself. Not all the faults that Father sees are real.
Why? Well, I apologize for going off like that. I had to, so that...
So Father would be satisfied. I know. Only he'll never be satisfied. The sooner you realize that, the better.
I'm sorry, my
thought
lord.
He was the way he was because his first son let him down. And he hoped at least his second would become
Okay.
something.
What's good benchmark to download? That I don't know, but you'll see other ones around what you have. You can look up benchmarks from other things that are similar to yours, maybe even exact same builds. Tricky, don't worry about it, bro. I don't mind you asking, man. It'd be all of our fucking awesome honor to like have you running your games like as best as possible. I think all of us are gamers here, so we all love. Like, I love it, bro. Like, when Polar, my mod Polar Sniffa, literally, like, did not have the right setup, and I spent, like, maybe 15-20 minutes with him. My friend Noah, his shit was all jacked up, spent, like, 15-20 minutes with him, and fixed it all, dude. And we're talking about getting, like, went from, like, 20 frames on Marvel Rivals to having, like, 120, 30 frames, whatever it was. Like, insane. So I like it. We're all enthusiasts here, and we all love to help, so... I apologize for the overwhelming amount of information, if anything, brother. Also, Sexy Red, you're Sexy Red. Forget the first part. Don't worry about what I said the first part. You're Sexy Red is the last part that I said.
And no luck again, eh? When I was 6 years old, I fell off a horse and broke my leg. He wouldn't come
Graphics
through
stuff. Why?
for
You, I mean, you know what you're
because
doing.
I'd let him down.
Yeah, I know you're
First
doing.
time
You
he
know
took
you're
me
doing.
hunting.
You
He let me starve
question
for
some of
3
my
days
shit.
until I was able to shoot my first hare.
I've agreed with you on
Only
some
3
stuff.
days. He got soft.
I always wondered who you were. There was never much talk about you at home.
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. I brawled and boozed until he threw me out of my own parish.
Also,
I have a chance to put things
Ozman,
to rights a little.
we're on
That's
Twitch
why
right
you
now. A
want
lot of
to
us are
talk
on
to
Twitch. If
Olga.
you wanted to join us on Twitch, but please, if you follow my kick, or if you subscribe to my kick, not follow, not subscribe, that'd be awesome. I also have a YouTube !point live if you want to know more on. Oh, it's actually that last post that just came up. I'm live on all those platforms if you want to come hang out. Same with you, TikTok. If you guys wanted to come over to Twitch, we're on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. If you guys have either one of those and want to join. Soon I'll be live on X, so reaching all different. I want 5 places to reach at the same time. I might even start streaming a Rumble. I don't know what Rumble's at. What's Rumble? Chat, I heard Rumble.
The outcome of this war depends on it.
That sounds very important, considering you and Alder are both pretty small players. After your encounter
Is right wing
with
circle
Father,
jerk platform? Oh,
it
it's
won't
like
be easy to get to
it's like
Alder. Actually, I I don't think you should even attempt it.
Is it
Unless
like
you want
political?
to anger Father even more. What
Or is
else
it just
can I
right wing because a lot
I'll
of
talk to him myself.
like political
He'll
talk?
hear me out for sure. But you'll have to trust me and tell me what it's all about.
Flagship Gamers, Dr. Disrespect. I mean, you know, I don't care for him, but I don't really care for a lot of big streamers. I think they're all fake. Even Glad. Glad's a fake bitch. Oh, like, so like, okay, I get it. I get what's going on. Pretty political. It's a free speech platform. It's freedom platform. Do I have a choice?
Do I have any choice?
If it's really that important, you don't.
All right. You've heard Yob's plan, right? It's a nice
Shadow
idea,
ban PP.
but we can't
Oh,
cruise
really?
around without an
That's
army
crazy.
to back us up.
All right, so
Only
let's
no
not do
one's going
Rumble.
to
We'll
pay
not
for
do
one,
Rumble.
Because that would be an outright admission of rebelling against Sigismund.
Alder's got some clout.
X would be a good one because I want to grow my Twitter page. X, whatever it
If
is.
he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect Alder's not the only one you're after.
You got that right.
Leave Alder to me. The plan sounds sensible, and he's no fool.
I'm not a fan of Dr. Disrespect.
You
I
can
don't
drag
care
me
for
to
him.
a tavern sometime.
I'm not a fan.
Har doesn't need to know about
I
it.
can't watch him.
You're
Although when he
starting to sound
bitches,
like
it's
a
kind of
brother.
funny. I love it when really rich people bitch about things. It's like, I'm sorry, what? Do you have a student loan payment that's crushing you and you can't buy a house? Oh, you have 6 houses? Get fucking shit on. I know it's my fault. I know it's my fault that I have a huge student loan. I know. But I also want to be a rich streamer. Imagine having a house, bro. I'm trying. Hades, what's up, baby? PPPP. PPPP. What? What the fuck? How am I doing? I'm doing good. I had a cortisol shot to the fucking knee today, and now it's starting to feel weird again. I think the painkiller part is wearing off on my knee. I think the painkiller side is wearing off, and the steroids is really there. So I feel stronger. Like, I was actually walking up the stairs today. Like, I had like groceries in my hands too. I was walking. Hey, Flip. I was walking up the stairs, and I felt like, you know how I was telling you, if I like go squat on my left knee, it'll like instantly like fail. Like there's this like sharp pain and it fails. Like, I can't hold my muscle. My muscles don't hold. It literally like, it's like a nervous signal that just boom, it shoots off, and it like I drop. But on my right foot, I could do it. I could squat on my right foot, like single foot squat, right foot, right? Boom, boom. If I try and do that on my left foot, yeah, right there is the lowest I can go. I can only go like this low before it starts to, it almost tings right doing that back and forth. That shit hurts, dude. Don't move it though. Orthopedic? Yeah, I went to an orthopedic. I'm gonna get an MRI on my knee and a lead blood level check. Bro, look how many fucking mad faces are there. Yo, where's all of the other one? Oh, we're Godwin. We're Godwin. We're Godwin.
Exactly why we mustn't push too hard.
Burghers, patricians, and usurers. They're without honor.
We're trying to forge an alliance.
It's very demanding. There's a paid service, forgot the name, where you send them one signal and they multi-stream. Oh, Restream. Rain Panda, Restream. I use it's not, I don't think it's that expensive. I use this app called Atium, AITUM, which allows you to have if you have stream keys from whatever, you can implement it in and it'll stream, multi-stream to that. But you have to have a system that can do it, right? So you have to have something that's going to be able to code 3 different, or in this case, I'm doing TikTok Studio. So I have 4 different streams going up. So that means that I have codecs basically going to like it being coded for Kick, Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok. My GPU is working like overtime right now, kinda, right? Like if I was to control and delete on my, here, let me look right now actually. I mean, you guys can't see it, but I guess you could if I do middle. To be honest, my GPU's, well, it's actually, let's look at this real quick. Stream center. This is my GPU. It's at 70% right now. My 3090 on my streaming PC is running at 70% right now. I don't know what my CPU, what's my CPU running at? My CPU is running pretty hard too. Only streaming? Yikes. Yeah, but I'm streaming to 4 different platforms. I'm streaming to 4 different platforms. So that means like legitimately pushing that card as far as possible. I want to see if I could hit 5. If I could do 5, that'd be lit. If I could do like X and stream to X too, that'd be awesome. But what Restream does, what Panda was talking about, the way Restream works is it sends it to a website. It says your one signal to the website, and then the website itself divides that work out. So it's like a server, a virtual machine that's doing that work for it, which obviously is a lot less demanding on your stuff. But when I tried to use Restream, it was kind of clunky, and I didn't know how, so I kind of gave up real fast. And I also wanted this ATM to work, because ATM on OBS also allows you to vertical capture, and you can vertically capture to Twitch. Or not, sorry, not to Twitch, to YouTube as well. But to stream YouTube vertical and YouTube horizontal is it's weird. It's weird. You gotta time it. You gotta make it so that you're timing your vertical start and then start your horizontal start normally, and then it'll automatically kick in your vertical when you schedule it to start. So it's a lot more stupid processes that I didn't want to do. But I could stream vertical to YouTube, so that people that are on phones and want to be YouTube on the YouTube side, they can have that view only, which kind of sucks. That's why TikTok's kind of cool. The studio allows you to do vertical and horizontal, so that's kind of cool.
You seem a bit out of sorts. Anything wrong?
Oh, these grand aristocratic assemblies are nothing for me. I'd be happier if they
What's
just
Low
told
been
me
asking
in the
for?
morning how it all went and what my boys have to do next.
Yo, purple and yellow lights for
Miss
the
all
Lakers
the
dub.
grub and the booze and the gossip.
It's actually isn't that in right now?
Oh, and have you heard anything interesting here?
It seems Liechtenstein's looking for allies. For his own ends.
And how's he going to do it? Didn't you see them all fighting tooth and nail here just a while ago?
Well, different approaches work with different people.
The only approach that'll work with Sigismund is open resistance.
It's triggering your social anxiety. I don't know why. Oh no. Here, let me turn it down a little bit. Is that better? Give you a little break. It is pretty loud, and I wish that they would have like, I wish they would have different volume bars for different things.
Let's hope young Lord Capon manages to stay free for a while longer. Ever since leaving Rattay, he's gone from one pile of trouble to another.
That's one thing you can always
You do 8 NVIC streams to 3090. That's sick. Thank you for looking that up, Boogie.
God forbid. Henry's not here now to pull him out.
It doesn't support AVI.
In that
No.
case, it'll be up to you. I'm sure you wouldn't leave him to disgrace himself in front of Hanush.
AVI is really hard though on the GPU. AVI is absolutely fucking. It's nuts to push the GPU like that. Dude, my voice is going bad again. Fuck.
A lot of people think the wealthy burghers will stick with Sigismund, whether out of fear.
I keep looking over my shoulder because I keep hearing
That's
people.
to be expected. As long as Sigismund has the city council under his thumb, no one will rock the boat.
It does a good job with that, right?
At least there's a few individuals here, like Ruthard.
Sigismund confiscated his castle and half his estates. That would be enough to make a man mad. Not to mention that his son was killed in the siege of the city.
Sir Bocek, I need to speak with you for a moment.
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips and someone comes along to put a flea in his ear. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of holes as a beggar's shoes, and now you're all jostling to win me over for him.
On the contrary, I've come here with an idea how to improve it.
Does that improvement include a few thousand men-at-arms? If not, you can go to the devil with it.
A few thousand men-at-arms has a convincing argument. And 100 horsemen on top. Only in order to get them, we need coin.
You've got my attention, but not my money yet.
You think H265 is? You mean H264? I think it's 24. Or 64. 64, sorry. I thought AVI was native. That's why I thought AVI was native. I could be wrong though.
How can I persuade you?
I need guarantees of security. I don't want to end up like Ruthard.
Of course. Once it
Oh,
comes
265 is better than AVI one. I didn't know 265 was a thing.
You can talk
Yeah, I didn't know
since
it was.
you haven't got a pot to piss in yourself. If you were in my position, you'd think differently. I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and along with that, the Lord blessed me with a large family. I can't risk it all in a conflict with Sigismund.
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you openly oppose
Oh, really?
My guarantee is called Yitka. She's my niece. If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that I won't be left alone.
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable groom among the allies.
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept. I don't want her to be unhappy.
How about young Lord Capon?
Let's marry off Copen.
Youngster still.
Oh.
What's wrong with him? He's young, he's handsome, women are fighting over him. Yitka will like him, and he'll give her a whole bunch of children.
And to half the wenches in his domain,
Oh,
too.
shit.
On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good reputation, and Hanush can always be relied on, despite his temper. Maybe it's not such a bad idea.
So, will you support our plan?
You're selling the skin of a boar that's still grunting. First, I want a confirmation that the wedding will take place as soon as possible.
Fuck.
And what if Lord Capon refuses?
I don't care what the young lord thinks. Hanush is the one to decide. If he agrees, I'll be happy to support your plan.
Pushing a friend to tie the knot to save the kingdom. Things have come to a pretty pass.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice. Now stop dilly-dallying and go and tell Hanush.
Bless. Bless. The Lord bless my dick with tonsil bitches.
God in heaven, you're
Tons of
seeing
bitches.
this.
Tons of bitches.
God bless you.
beer? Greetings.
I mean, tons of. Can we play dice?
The Lord be with you. I hear. What game would you like? Masters, let's play.
Better have the same dice.
Today's my lucky day.
I don't have the fucking same dice. I don't have dice. Oh shit. I'm so done. I don't even know how much corrosion I have.
No
If you were
great loss.
smart, you wouldn't be so stupid.
That's enough.
good too,
Your
but you
turn.
could throw better. Unbelievable.
Nothing worth mentioning.
I've never seen anything like that.
Here.
Are you kidding? You better bust.
My
Something
God,
like this
I'm
happened to
done.
me back in '98, but that was different.
Praise the Lord.
Good day.
Ah!
Why is this all sticky?
You might even win with that.
A jug of wine, thanks.
I don't see what you find so complicated. I just pick them up and throw them, then I pick them up and throw them again.
Hell
That's
yeah.
all there is to it.
Hell yeah.
You have to have a bit of sense and count the dice.
Here.
Did you swap your GPU?
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait?
That's
Damn
what I'm
it.
talking about, damn it. That's how you have to play.
That didn't seem right.
Taking their time again.
Yes, babe. Yes, I am a little bit gamble addicted. I do like the gambles.
Well, you're not afraid of anything.
Spectator's so aggressive, right? Oh my god. Am I gonna freaking... Dude, I'm so fucked.
Let it be now.
I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that.
You know.
Damn it.
No
My,
great loss.
my. That's
It
what the
wasn't that good
smiting
anyway.
of Sodom must have looked like.
Bust?
I knew it'd be good. I said as much.
Bro, my eyes are like hawk-eyed on him. I am a craps guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What up, bitches?
Have you lost your mind? You're gonna lose everything.
I could. You also could shut the fuck up and let me play. That could happen.
Innkeeper, a beer.
Like I'm invisible or something. To good
See?
help.
You can do it. Keep it up.
Give up, bitch. Give up. There you go. Oh, you're dead. You're dead. Your ass is mine.
My God.
Give me my
that
money.
was fuck
Good.
up again.
It
Give me
has
my
to
money.
work out sometime.
Dude, you're so dope. You're the coolest guard ever. Can I steal? Shut up, bitch. I just want 50 bucks.
Take a look at that. A nightingale surrounded by hawks.
Godwin, you
This is
wouldn't be
serious,
avoiding
to
me.
be honest.
We didn't have much time for conversation on the way here. Let's rectify that.
With pleasure, sir.
Yeah, if you do balanced,
As it happens.
or if you do performance,
something I'd
you'll
like
get
to ask
fucked on more frames. And it's not fake frames. You're not frame generation. DLSS performance will give you the max frames that you can do. There's ultra performance too in some settings, which really just render down everything to like basic colors.
What are you expecting from today's gathering, my lord?
Well, I have no great expectations. But, all going well, we may be able to establish some joint steps towards the future. As long as we proceed without prior agreement and mutual support, we will be very unlikely to achieve any progress.
I couldn't help but notice your son has a bit of a talent for getting into trouble.
To put it mildly, but not to do him an injustice, knowing young Lord Capon, he undoubtedly contributed to that more than a little. Although, if they didn't pull each other out of trouble, God knows where they'd be now.
Wise words. Still, Henry's come a long way on a thorny path. I trust you're rightfully proud of him.
You know, I am. And Martin would also be glad, even though Henry chose a different path than he.
May God grant him eternal rest.
Jay, going to bed. See you tomorrow, brother. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. You're always a fucking champ. Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. You so fucking brother.
Where did you leave, Sir?
Love, wealth, health, brother.
Surely he's not too old to miss out on such an event.
Haven't you heard? Lady Stephanie is with
See, like, look at the dynamics of the shading in his face where it wasn't there in the other one. Everybody had like a flat color face.
As they say, it doesn't matter who kneaded the dough, as long as there's a pie in the oven.
Godwin.
Well, it could be a miracle. Praise the Lord.
Sub 33 millisecond latency to the major. I mean, sub 33 milliseconds is nothing. Yeah, man. Glad we can help. 30 is a lot? Nah. I mean, if it adds 30 to like you're already 55, sure. You know what I mean? But if it adds 30 to your 10, that's 40 milliseconds. It's noticeable. You're getting on that edge. I would say no more than 40 would be a good one for competitive. Honestly, your latency for your internet is probably higher than your latency for your graphics card. That's why you get fiber.
Greetings, friend. God be with you.
Direct 11 will definitely be a lot easier on your PC.
Hey, you! What are you doing here? No one's allowed in here.
I'm waiting here for you.
Oh, how's that?
I've been watching you for a while, and I have a feeling you do well to talk a little. In conspectu Dei.
Who in God's name are you?
In God's name indeed. I'm a priest, and I know a wretched sinner when I see one.
Is it that obvious? Christ above.
Don't blaspheme. It'll help you more to confess.
And in the morning, when I met him, I swore I never laid eyes on his daughter, even though my back was scratched raw from our roll in the hay.
That's a mortal sin. Lying with a woman that you're not joined with in holy matrimony.
Yeah, you're going to hell.
Lying about it too. That's already 2 commandments broken for the price of 1.
I'll go to hell for that, won't I?
You won't. As long as you repent. Be contrite. Fast and pray. 10 Our Fathers. Ego te absolvo.
I'll start right away. Thank you, Father.
So he just leaves me in here? Yeah, I'm in the channel still with the tech help. Performance mode will be the best. For what is it called? Fighting people. Online gaming. Competitive gaming? Is that how you announce it?
Well, okay. What is it? Did you drop something?
I can't steal from him no matter what, right?
What do you think you're doing?
Okay, like what did that do? Chat, I have a funny feel. Okay, I'm saying this right now, so if anybody finds out about this, I'm dead serious. Chat, him praying and me listening to it. And me listening to it.
What are you skulking around for, you crook?
I swear to God, that meant something. That was something. That will unlock something. And I feel like I need to unlock that chest, but how do you unlock it when I don't have any toothpicks or lockpicks?
Don't you think, Hanush? Maybe he really...
Where the fuck is anything, man? What about here? What do I hear? Alright, you just got up for no reason, you stupid NPC. Mac and cheese? Mac and these nuts. Knock, knock, knocking on my nutsack. Knock, knock, knocking on my nutsack. Are they gonna just let me steal and thief anything from here? Because that's cool. We know that's not real.
Bloody.
Who's better? Who the fuck is whistling? I'm a big boy now. Did you hear that, chat? I'm a big kid now. Swear to God, that was a fucking. I swear to God, that was the fucking tune that I just heard. I swear to God, dude, that was the fucking tune I just heard. Alright, I stole a little bit more aggression. We're good. Alright, now let's go talk. Sir Hanush.
Sir Hanush, I bring happy tidings.
You do? Let's hear it then.
I've gained us a powerful ally.
And who is it? I hope it's not one of those Kuttenberg stuffed guts.
On the contrary, it's Bocek, the Elder of Kunstadt and Podjebrad.
Kunstadt? By Christ, he's the last one I'd have expected to step up. How the hell did you do it?
Well, I explained to him how such an alliance could be mutually beneficial.
Mutually? What do you mean?
He's got a pretty serious personal interest in this... bond.
Stop beating around the bush and spit out what you promised him.
Lord Kunstad has a niece, so... I arranged a betrothal for young Lord Capon, with your blessing if you agree.
Hans Capon is to marry Yitka of Kunstadt. Godwin, you conniving old bastard!
Oh, fuck.
I don't believe it. So, young Hans is to marry Kunstadt's daughter?
Niece.
If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get the Rattay parish.
Or you could make me the abbot of Sassa. Or what about a bishop?
Forget it. Soon I'll be paying for a wedding. Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him myself. But let's drink to it, shall we?
Hell yeah!
Cheers!
Cheers to you, and to your parlaying skills.
Fuck yeah, we did it right. Let's go.
Why we mustn't push too hard.
Burgers. Sir Bocek, your niece Yitka can start preparing for her wedding.
So Hanush agreed, without reservations.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill my end of the bargain without reservation.
Thank you, Lord of Kunstadt.
Enough formality. We'll have a drink. What do you say?
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka and the unhappy Lord Capon.
Here's to a good bargain.
What's the hold up? Am I supposed to open my mouth and wait for it to rain?
What's the...
have a word with you, sir?
You? Anytime. With you, at least, there's some sensible conversation. Unlike this pack of conceited upstarts. And they think that can...
Surely the...
Allies or...
Young...
He got a heart, but if not...
Do you think that...
I sincerely...
What
are you testing?
To turn out well for some are up to...
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meanwhile, help the former to keep their losses to a minimum.
Go to bed, love. Baby girl, I'm about to jump off too, and like I'm gonna try and finish this Godwin mission, and I don't know what the fuck to do next, but I'm gonna try and finish this, and then we're gonna call it a night so that we can get some good sleep. I'm actually really tired. When I first started stream, I honestly was very tired. Like my eyes felt so heavy for some reason. I'm like, oh shit, like why is that? I thought I was having a heart attack, but in reality, I think it was just the fact that like I was tired.
Sir Kunzlin, I haven't yet had
Me go to bed? I will go to bed.
Aren't you? I've heard about you from Martin.
Oh dear.
Have no fear. I know Martin well, and I know he's prone to exaggeration. Anything I can do for you?
What do you think of the rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg Jewish community is large, and their support could change everything.
Or nothing. To be honest, I've no idea what to expect of the rabbi's offer.
He said he was interested in an alliance, though, didn't he?
Aye, but still he must be aware that whatever happens...
Console EU?
...won't change the lot of his people.
So you don't trust him?
And isn't it
That's okay.
natural?
Do they start with the
Not just
feet?
faith in the walls of their quarter that separates us. They live in our city, but they're more foreign than the Germans or the Hungarians.
I expect you know Lady Anna of Waldstein well.
Why wouldn't I? She's joined at the hip with my daughter Rosa.
I hope she doesn't feel unwelcome here. I've heard she's a bit of a thorn in the side for some of the gents here.
To her own relatives, certainly. But I'll tell you one thing. I knew her husband, Wenzel.
His elbows
he
first?
married her out of love, and I cared for him devotedly till the day he died. And it wasn't a quick death.
So it's not true what they say? That his demise was convenient for her?
Vile slander. People just can't forgive her for coming into a fortune as a young widow.
Will you support Margrave Jobst's plan?
That depends on what it is. If he decides to just wait, then no. I can't take that risk any longer.
Do you think we should look for help somewhere else?
I came here for one reason alone. To hear a plan of attack against Sigismund. If Jobst doesn't lay one out before me, I'll try and find someone more courageous. God be with you.
Fuck you, father.
To your health, my friends!
Your Grace, may I disturb you for a moment?
Certainly.
Godwin, I came with the lords from Rattay.
Ah, now I remember. Forgive me, there are many guests, and I only have one head.
Lord Liechtenstein asked me for help, in our collective interest. But if you'll allow me, sir, I'd like to ask you a few questions, so I'm clear about what I can do to help.
Indeed. And what would you like to know?
Your plan, if I may be so bold, has a few gaping
Tiny
holes.
licks.
Sigismund
Darting
may
tongue
attack
licks.
anywhere and any time. And we have no way to defend ourselves. You want to wait. Fine.
But you should at least give some assurance to the lords that they'll live to see it through.
You amuse me, Godwin. A parish priest teaching the Margrave of Moravia about politics. I know you mean well, but try to look at it with cold reasoning.
I'd reason better with an army at my back.
Do you realize how much such an army costs? The gentlemen here have trouble agreeing about much lesser sums.
And if a way could be found, and the means...
Before that happens, Sigismund will take his shoes off and head off to Rome barefoot.
Hold on, chat. Begin to multi-action. Toggle visible source, middle finger, just chatting. This would be in game. Perfect. So if I go boop. Wait, toggle. Oh. Middle finger, bitch. Oh, whole cam. Whole cam, middle finger. Wait, why didn't that work? That's just chatting. That's game whole cam. Well, that's game. Middle finger. No, it doesn't work. Well, we'll have to make it work eventually. Shut up. Oh, I see. If I make it a multi-channel button, it's not a toggle anymore. If I make it a multi-channel, wait, no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. Is that true? I think that's true. If you make it a chat, does anybody know? Chat, does anybody know? If you make it a multi-action button, it cannot become a toggle anymore. That's why. That's why. It doesn't do it. It won't do it. That makes sense? The close-up head bobbling is working for you?
Do you still think the lords will agree at the end of the day? I'm beginning to lose hope.
That's the way of politics.
What? How to do a multi-action
Some are
toggle?
persuaded by silver, some by a well-chosen word. Others are convinced by tempting promises.
And if none of that does the trick?
Such cases usually end in quarrels between former allies, while the enemy is laughing up his sleeve.
Cheers!
John of Liechtenstein is acting in your interest, isn't he?
That was the original agreement. And on the outside, it still looks that way, I trust.
I understood that he was on our side.
Yes, he is. Only, he is slowly starting to act more and more on his own initiative.
Although, that doesn't have to be a bad thing, does it?
He still lacks the experience to be capable of evaluating some situations. But he is persuasive, and easily wins people to his side. Unfortunately.
Chat. I love you guys.
But it was you who sent him to Kudenberg, wasn't it?
True. But I certainly never told him to hole up in the Jewish quarter and pursue his own private plans there. And by doing so, he put both himself and our common interests in jeopardy.
I know, I gotta get to bed too.
On whose side do the wealthy burghers stand?
From the entire elite of Kutenberg. Only Kunzelin Rutard and Haman Alder have come here. Not that I'm surprised. The king keeps a close eye on them through the city council, seeking the slightest pretext to confiscate their wealth.
But if Rutard and Alder can be persuaded...
We don't need to convince Rutard. And Martin is already working on Alder. But he might be pushing a little hard.
Have you seen that farmer's daughter? The one with the...
I wasn't expecting to meet the rabbi of Kudenberg here.
Oh, really? Half of Kutenberg has accumulated debts with usurers that they cannot repay, or even do not intend to. The rabbi knows his people are under threat, and that Sigismund will not protect them if something should befall, similar to what happened in Prague.
So they naturally took a stance against Sigismund.
What's more, if Wenceslas regains the throne, they can expect him to reward them.
What? Oh, there we go. That's better.
Sir,
Nor I, until now. I am Sir Conrad, Lord of Wächter. And you are the heir to the Lord of Rabosh, are you not?
used to be. My father somewhat disowned me some time ago.
And I used to be the Royal Mint Master, until the king decided to replace me.
Are you going...
I have, but if...
Do you...
And he knows... More so...
Serve.
Even so,
I'm not...
there's no point.
It was a...
Likewise.
I've got some good news and some bad news for you.
Tuck,
The
tuck.
bad news is there's hardly any females in this whole damned place. There's some old bat standing there with two young girls, but she watches over them like a mother hen. So at least tell me the good news.
You're going to get married.
Good one. Is she at least pretty?
I don't know. I've never seen her.
You're really a barrel of laughs, Godwin. Wait till Hannah hears this. Now, enough nonsense. Let's have a drink.
Wait,
to your health.
did I fuck up?
And my freedom.
I was not supposed to tell him.
To your health.
I don't think I was supposed to tell him.
Everything. I can't wait for it to end.
I reckon you'd...
Oh, pretty pissed off. We will leave as soon as... Anyway, all of these worthy...
Would you...
What can I... It was... Surely there are many...
God be with you. There's something I'd like to...
God be with you.
Your
Okay,
diplomatic
this
support.
is the last one that we should.
No beating around the bush, eh? I like that. But what do you want my money for?
Margrave Yob's plan has some gaps, milady. We need to gather enough resources to...
To muster an army that Margrave can't afford on his own?
Christ. Be praised. You're astute.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes on my money, and divining their intentions is a necessity. Although, between the two of us, it isn't hard to figure out what Liechtenstein is after.
How do you know Liechtenstein's behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have doubts about the Margrave's plans.
Sup?
But they wouldn't
Muna,
dream
how
of
you
stating
doing?
them aloud. While it seems that
How's
Lord
it going, brother?
Liechtenstein, on the contrary, sees his opportunity.
I'd say you have a better nose for people than most of this crowd.
Not only for people, but also for good food and wine. And beneficial deals.
Then you're in the right place. This occasion provides all of those things.
The wine here is average. The cooks lack
Nice.
imagination.
I hope the family's
And
well.
I have yet to hear any interesting offers. So, to the point. What is it that Liechtenstein wants from me?
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to parley more effectively with Sigismund.
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty. And why ask me for help? Why should I, of all people, take the risk?
It's not only your money we're interested in. You're well able to negotiate and trade. And if you were to take part in our plan...
Then I'd be helpful to you on two fronts. If you want me to support you, you must give me a good reason. Perhaps a favor in return.
Do you have something in particular in mind?
Well, one of the guests here has something that shouldn't get into the wrong hands.
Who's that?
Harmon Alder. Now,
that my
if
dad?
you were to switch these papers for the ones he brought with him, I would support your proposal.
Is that my dad?
Have you fallen out with the Time Chancellor?
No. Alder is innocent in the matter. My relatives from the House of Bartosz are behind it all. They're disappointed that I dared outlive my husband, and the fact that I'm handling his estates makes their hair stand on end.
And these papers I'm supposed to switch, what do they concern?
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain undesirable parties.
You were dealing with the enemy.
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear, but I'll rest easier when those papers are in my hands.
Papa! Did you know that you're on the top 100 blurbs? I am Santaloo. I am not. Santaloo, am I really on the top 100 now? We're 93rd! If you turn that upside down, that'll be 36. E6. That'd be 36. Yo, you guys, thank you so much, dude. I'm gonna actually do a tweet right now. www.x.com. Shut up! I am gonna cry. I'm actually really excited. I didn't think I was ever gonna be on this list again, dude. You guys are fantastic. It's your guys' doing, not mine. So thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna at Blurps chat, so if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna ask you guys to go, how they say, juice it, if you will. I love how it's 69-1 too. It's 69-2 now after the 2 that you guys just did, or 69-3 after the 2 that you just did. But I'm gonna post this. Hang on. Where are you at? I'm 93rd. Here, actually, I can send this to you guys. Yo, that's sick. Hang on. Let me pop this tweet out. At Blurpy. I never thought. Yo, we made it to the top 100. How many days left? 2 days, 17 hours. With 2 days and hours left. Even if we don't keep top, should I put like, even if we don't keep top 100, I'm happy? Or should I just tell, yo, we made it to the top 100 with at Blurpy. I'm happy with it. GG, I'm happy with it, or GG, hold on. GG, GG, didn't even think I would crack 100, but the boys. Wait. All right. Yo, made it to the top 100 of Blurpy. I feel like I'm writing a fucking text to my ex-girlfriend and I need you guys' advice. Yo, we made it to the top 100 of Blurpy, at Blurpy, with 2 days and 17 hours left. GG, didn't even think I would crack 100. That's wild because there has to be 1,000 playing at this minimum. I mean, the amount of Alessa, you're going to bed. Good night, love. Okay. Yo, this quit your build streamer group is legitimately farming money right now. They are farming money right now, dude. That's crazy. They're like on almost 24/7. They're literally on almost 24/7. Oh no, Glad has fallen to 6th. Oh no. Poor guy. What is he ever gonna do? All right, that's gonna be the tweet. That's gonna be the tweet. Yo, we made it to top 100 of Blurpee with 2 days and 17 minutes. Didn't even think I'd crack 100. Love this chat. I love this chat. I love this chat. I love our community. I don't know if I should say I love you guys. That might be too strong for some people. Let's add in the www.twitch.tv/psychotic version. I spelled Twitch wrong. Chicka boom, chicka boom. I got you, Cuban beats. All right, chat. How do I share? How do I share this with you guys? How do I share this blurb? Share, copy link. Boom, 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 boom. Go love that. Go love it. Go click on that and love it. Retweet it. Comment on it. I was there. Comment I was here on it. Chat, let's see if we can blow up this tweet. I don't think I've ever had a viral tweet. I've had, by the way, thank you for all the clips, guys, because I've had definitely, like, I've been posting a lot of these clips from this game, and we've gotten a really great views from it. So thank you. And I mean, nothing that I'm making money off of or anything like that, but it's just, you know, again, ego kind of stroking good, you know? Boof, I got you, Bina! I love that one. Where are we now? We're probably like even a couple steps up from there, bro. We're at 91 now. Shut up, dude. Yo, you guys are dope. I don't know if that'll suffice, but we're doing good. I mean, the lowest person has to get like 34, and I don't even know who they are. Bumblebee 38, they might. Dude, some of these thirst trap bitches, man, that's crazy. Some of these thirst trap girls, bro, I'm like, what the fuck? And like, there's a dude that's a thirst trap too. This is what's funny. There's a dude thirst trap. I like him. I don't know him, but he's a dude thirst trap. I don't know if I talk shit about people. All they're doing is the same thing I'm doing. I'm just uglier and older. I'm doing the same damn thing. I'm just uglier and older, bro.
I'm supposed to rob an ally.
Haman Alder was given the documents to deliver to the council. He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them, so he won't even notice the difference.
And the papers I'm supposed to plant on Alder?
Just insignificant documents. If the incriminating ones disappeared without a trace, It would arouse suspicion.
All right, I'll help you. Or at least I'll give it a try.
Aldo will surely have the papers in his saddlebags, which he left in the shed on the outer courtyard. Bring them to me, and put these there instead. But watch yourself. Odoran's groom has eyes everywhere.
You guys are fucking awesome, man. Appreciate it. Chat, I think we need to save it. I'm tired. Go ahead and save it right there. Chat, let's call it right there. It's almost 11 o'clock. I thought I was going to get off 20 minutes ago, but that's okay. I'm going to go grab something to eat, chill out, relax, and go to bed. It takes me about an hour to kind of wind down. You guys are fantastic. Muna, thank you so much for coming out. I hope to see you tomorrow. You know why? Because we're streaming every damn day, Muna. And if you can make it in, that's even more fantastic. If you can't, just know you're on the back of my mind and in the front of my pants. You guys are fantastic, chat. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Santa Lou, for making me aware that we are on the top blurbs. Dude, you guys are fantastic, man. I really do appreciate you guys giving that much dollars and your time and your effort and your patience and your everything to this channel. I really do fucking appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I'll be back in less than 24 hours. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's gonna be hump day, chat. I hope you guys have a good hump day at work. If you guys are working, if you guys are going to bed, I hope you guys have a good night. If you guys are about to eat something, I hope it's delicious. And yeah, I really do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Be safe, be well. I'll see you guys in less than 24. Yeah, less than 24. Chat, let's not have these bitches be like, you know, the party that you guys end on, like never come back on, you know. Don't do it. Don't go chasing waterfalls. I came across your channel and I see you have a good content. Keep it up. Thanks. Do I know you from another channel? I think I'm being bot whispered, bro. I think I'm being whispered by a bot. They're the ones that followed my channel when I first started streaming without even anything. I hope, you know what? Maybe it's a YouTube thing. Maybe it's a person from YouTube. Oh, by the way, chat, everybody on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Everybody on Kick, hit that follow button. Everybody on TikTok, hit that. No one's on any of those platforms, bro. I am literally talking to nobody. But you know what? Chat, if you guys are watching this VOD, hit that subscribe. Hit that follow. Keep those notifications on. I'll be back in less than 24 hours. Love you. I'm a big kid now. Call her in. Love you, buddy. I'm a big kid now. Tricky. If you want to hit me up or anything. If you have everything taken care of. Actually, I take that back. We'll have to do it tomorrow because I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired. My brain's not gonna focus on anything. We'll do it tomorrow. But hopefully everything's better now. Yeah, you're awesome. Thank you. Love you guys. I'm a big